Today I have a treat for all the lifers. I have an awesome new intro and same visuals, but I created a song and I'm gonna play that song for y'all. And yeah, I'm just excited to show you guys what's good. So yeah, got a crypto lifer kind of song coming through. I want you guys to kind of feel it and see what's going down. So flip to the live screen for a second, and I'm about to play you guys a sick intro, a sick intro. It's gonna be pretty dope. So get ready for the coolest intro in the world as we start the day. Unbelievable day out here. Hot day in Massachusetts. Extremely hot. One of the hottest days in the ever, really. But yeah. I love every one of y'all.
Gotta cherish every moment. Like it could be your last.
This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family and these are my friends, tight knit through the twists and the bends. This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family and these are my friends, tight knit through the twists and the bends. I would love the same way again, and I would die for all of my friends, and I would use my blood for a pen to write you a letter you see through my lens, and I can see the light in her eyes, the light of my daughter, the light of the sky. Never in darkness, we never be shy, forever be bright and forever we rise. Nothing you could say to me, nothing you could do to us. I'm the one that made these dreams, stuck in when they shoot at us. Bleeding out my wrist, had me running to the ER. Trying to save my life, I was born just to see scars. So every single moment is a blessing that I can't get back. Appreciate the seconds and the minutes as they turn to black. So light it up and blow it back, count it out and blow a stack. We in the here and now, to the past, we ain't going back. This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family and these are my friends, tight knit through the twist and the bends. This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family and these are my friends, tight knit through the twist and the bends. Our lives are just a flash in the pan, a leaf in the stream, a sprinkle of sand. At least we can dream, at least we can dance. What we leave for our seeds, we leave with the land. These are the days, these are the times. Let me be free, let me design. We all want the same, we all want the love. Nobody's alone, cause this life is a drug. What is all the hate for? What do we debate for? What you gonna wait for? Your dying day is coming, so what you coming late for? I'm coming like a racehorse, busting through the gate. Change my fate with my face, for my life is a gift and I'm a giver till there's nothing left. Going till the sun is set, holding not one regret. Winning with the stunning bet, double down and run a rep. Keep my family living lavish till every last one is set. This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family and these are my friends, tight knit through the twist and the bends. This is my life, this is how it looks. This is my story, take a page out my book. This is my family and these are my friends, tight knit through the twist and the bends.
Yo, just about the idea that your life is a gift and a blessing.
I love you all.
Your life is a gift and a blessing, man. It really is.
Remember.
And yeah, and a gift, man. That's the idea. All right, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is what? That is your time. Let's get the music pumping. Let's get it going. And let's start an amazing live stream. We're going to get into Bitcoin. We're going to look at everything that's going down in the market. 36,000 even. With all the zeros, it was just 36,000 even. I had a fractal here for Bitcoin. Could we break on out? Could this be the breakout catalyst to the upside that can kind of turn us to making our way up out of the pattern? It's possible. Here's a fractal that looks pretty close to what could possibly be happening. I took it from a bear flag earlier that did not break out. So I just wanted to show you that right off the bat. Get going in the stream. Start it. Get the energy up. Get your vibes up. Drink some lemon water. Work out. Get yourself feeling good. Breathe in that good prana. And breathe in from the bottom of your spine. Take the air in from the bottom of your spine. Breathe in as much as you can. Get in that fresh air. Realize that you are a multi-dimensional being and you are not just some random person to be guinea pigged If you were guinea pigged, I really feel bad for you. Don't worry, though. There'll be people here to help you through, hopefully, if you didn't ruin your entire biological structure. But shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Please hit the like button. We got 50 people watching, 21 likes. Let's get it moving. Yeah. Let's take a look at AMC. Everyone is back into the AMC craze. Just kind of want to look at it for a second. AMC in the stock market. Back into the AMC craze. Now, it is kind of breaking back out of this wedge here, but I still think it would probably come back down to the 618 or the 0.5 fib at least after such a big pump like it had. It is oversold in the 4 hour, but that daily's still coming to the downside. I'd stay away from it till it comes back down to 28. Don't listen to Kevin here, ape, buying AMC shares, going full ape. Probably not a good idea for Kevin. I don't know if Kevin learns how to read charts yet, but shout out to me, Kevin, man. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's get back into Bitcoin. Let's see what's up in the chat. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. We're going to pop that chat out. Thank you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time with the Crypto Lifer. As we navigate the waters of crypto every single day, the treacherous waves splashing against the hull. Lifer, Dow Jones has been bearish divergence in 1 week. Highly likely it will affect crypto as well. Love the intro. You have a God-given talent and using well to help others. Thank you, Myra. Appreciate you. Nice. You made it. Sweet. What's that? The bit more? I second that. Thanks for being there. I'll mute until he realizes to unmute. What was that about? I'll mute until he realizes to unmute? Damn. Anyway, Lifer, Dow Jones has been bearish divergence with highly likely. Sup? Shout out to XRP Muser up in the spot. Thank you for coming on in. All right, so we're going to look at BTC, USDT, live market analysis right off the jump. Okay, we've been stuck in this bear pennant for oh so long now, ever since we kind of had our crash and came back down to the bottom of the pattern, ever since about May 24th. Soon it's coming up in a month. You know, what up, Crypto Lifer and XRP Muser? Shout out to Mike Miller. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Lifers, wishing you all a good day, ready to learn. Shout out to Fisa Crypto. Shout out to everyone here. We will not waste your time. Peace and wholeness to the family. Shout out to Raphael Flatpan TV, my dude, man, my dude. Okay, so I said it was highly likely that Bitcoin would break to the upside. Why? Well, we saw that the 4 hour we really wanted to reset and pump up. We see some kind of chop on the 1 hour that's going to just chop us, I feel like, back down to the bottom of the pattern. Nothing to really worry about, just kind of hanging out down here. You know, I'd say we loop back to the upside. We take a look at that 4 hour. That 4 hour really wants to move. The only thing is it did pop and we got lack of momentum, like not a lot of movement. I would have liked to see some more green candle action out of this. But, you know, I still believe we're going to get back up to the top of the pattern at 38,000, about 850. And then we'll probably come back down and retest 36. And then, only then. So this could take place for literally another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40 hours, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know, 15 times 4, I mean, we're looking at some time. We're looking at some time. 4 times 5, 20, 4 times 10, 40, about like 60 hours. Possibly 3 more days until we find our way up out of this channel. It could be the weekend by the time we get up out of here, and it could go down. We don't know yet. To this day, we don't know if we're going up or down. It's pretty crazy. The whole market should see a big boom when Bitcoin just kind of makes it out of this falling wedge. So that's what I'm hoping for right now. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 4 hour continuing up with the momentum. The daily, the 1 hour kind of shifting its way down too as well. Then they get aligned. We start to get our push out. They go sideways, 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 boom. But right now it's just sideways action for Bitcoin. Sideways action for Bitcoin usually spells a nice pump in the BTC pairs. So we can watch these BTC pairs, and that's what we've been trading. That's what I've been trading. That's what I've been going after day in and day out. Let's take a look at MATIC in a second. That's been the trade we've been focused on. Also on HNT, we've been looking at that. We're getting ready to go at least to the 4 hour. It looks good, finally. Yeah, I and a few others have a feeling Bitcoin can go to 18K if it breaks 30K. Last Fibonacci support level. What do you think? No, I mean, even if it wasn't the Fibonacci support level, okay? Even if it wasn't the Fibonacci support level, it's the measured move. I mean, the measured move is 18K. Like, even if we just took the small, you have a few measured moves. Okay, you could take the conservative measured move, which is just the length of the bottom of the triangle. And that's still going to put you at 24,500. You see what I'm saying? Then we have a longer one like this, which is a nice, beautiful pole here. We swing that as well. And that's about the 18K. See, that's about even 15. See that? 15.8. So yeah, there's definitely a range, and you know, I'm not gonna say we can't go. I have 5 minutes before the gym. Any Nano updates? Let's take a look at Nano for you, because you got only if you send me $100 in Nano right now. No, I'm just. But I know you'll send me Nano right now if I do the Nano update. So I'm gonna do a Nano update for you real quick. We'll get back into Bitcoin in a second. Only because you've been with me since I had like 20 subs, man. Literally one of my first times ever. Sergu Makano was with us since the very, very beginning. Totally. And you're a New York guy. Shout out to you, man. So I'd see it in this beautiful falling wedge starting to break on out. And it's respecting its support and resistance line. So you can see we have nice support that it held here at 745, 750. I'd like to see it it's got to get above 957 for us to continue to remain bullish. But I like what it's doing, and it's making a trajectory to the upside. Now, if the market collapses, this thing will probably collapse and hits 441, and that will be your buy zone. Could it even get to 273? There's a chance that Bitcoin tanks on us. It will take most of these coins to the downside. Now, if Bitcoin goes sideways and continues to move up, this is basically your buy zone, and it's not going to get much better than this. So I believe it can get all the way back up to $17. I can't believe Nano did that. And not too long from now, it was just May 13th. Just a month ago. Feels like yesterday, but just a month ago, Nano was at an all-time high at $17. That $100 Nano will be thousands of dollars. See, love the show. I found you. Would miss you from the Philippines. Shout out to Bob Starr, man. Shout out to everyone here. Put my like for real. Let's get them likes up. Thank you very much. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I'm not even going to look at them today. I'm just going to thank the Lord in the heavens. Thank you so much for everything in my life. You know what I'm saying? Likes, really, I like the likes, but like a like on a digital screen. At the end of the day, am I connecting with people? Am I blessing people? Am I changing lives? Am I changing my daughter's life? Am I doing the right thing for my daughter? I got to teach her more piano. I'm going to call myself out right now. I need to teach her more piano. I need to be a better dad. There's more things I can do for my kid. There's more things I can do for you guys. I can work even harder. So who cares about the likes? I really don't. I mean, I want them. I want as many as I can for the channel to grow. So I'm not going to tell you I don't want the likes. But I'm not going to sit here and beg today. I'm just going to say, you know what? If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. If you don't, I guess you don't. It is what it is. I refuse to ask for a like. I really don't. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do my thing. And if you guys want to do it, then do it. Tomorrow I'll be back to my regular schedule to ask. But today I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to say, you know what, Allah? I'm not controlled by the likes anymore. I'm free. I'm free. I could get 0 likes today and I could feel 1,000 times stronger. So I really, I refuse to live by the likes, man. Who cares? I really want them because I want them to help to grow the channel. But you know what? Let's get real, man. Bro, you're smashing it. Keep it real. Shout out to Bad Gamer. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. So look, this is what we had here. This is the play right here from MATIC BTC. Now MATIC's gonna crush on Bitcoin, man. I'm telling you right now, it's only a matter of time. It did its thing and it held its level. It started to boom up. So here's my call for MATIC, and I'm sticking to it. Haven't really changed my ideas here. Stop loss, get back in there and make a move. There was bullish divergence established too at the bottom of the pattern. That's why I really decided it was time to go hard in MATIC BTC. So MATIC BTC is a trade that I'm in, and I'm going to stick to it. And I've been giving you the trade every single day, kind of updating you guys. Now the 4 hours get into that oversold region. That worries me a little bit. But the daily, man, the daily looks beautiful. The daily tells us if we hold this for 2, 3, 4 weeks, at least I think 5, 6 weeks. Most of my trades last a nice 5, 6 weeks for me to get the fruition of the move. And yeah, so I like to slight midterm hold, not full midterm hold, but slight midterm holds really make the day for me. They're really how I make all my bread and butter, baby. And honestly, you know, I just watched that video on CoinBureau. Watch that video on CoinBureau about hedge funds. He talked about how they do high frequency trading, and they said that most hedge funds cannot beat the hodl. When someone just buys something and holds it for a long period of time, the hedge funds try high frequency trading against it. They try to short the market. They do everything they can, and they still can't beat holding long term. And they have all the analysts in the world high frequency. I'm telling you right now, he did the math. He told you that the high end hedge funds cannot beat a hodl strategy if you buy at the right time. You see what I'm saying? They're a little late to the party sometimes when it comes to the deep down research. Like you buy VCents at 0.008 and you sit on it for 2 years, I don't think they're going to beat your projections. Smaller time frames have broken patterns. Bro, could you please check out NuCypher? Love you, man. Shout out to everyone here in the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, guys. That is your time. That is your time. Can you please check out NuCypher? Let's take a look at NuCypher, NUU, on Coinbase. Had a big pump, probably took a dump. Yeah, it did. And I said, look for a retest if this keeps moving. And I actually pointed down here, and look, it did exactly what I said. I mean, I drew a line here. I said it boomed out. I said, look for a retest. There's your retest right there. I even said, there is the retest. And I called it out for you guys. And I'm showing it to you right now. So there's your retest right there. Would be a probable chance. But, you know, the daily is really oversold. I don't buy things when the daily's pointing down and oversold. Personally. Me personally. It's not my thing. Right? So I would stay away from this for a second. It looked like it had a little bit of a pump, but I'd stay away from it. Not really sure exactly what's going to happen. All right, if you guys know Uncle's pumping this real hard right now, telling people to get in. It's going to explode. It's going to explode. I think it's going to explode. I do. I believe it's worth taking a shot on this. Highly, highly risky. So be very easy. Be very easy. 1% of your portfolio or less, please. There's no liquidity to this, like 500,000. Very, very small. SafeBreast Inu. Okay? Don't explain why, but believe me, he's pushing it. Look, buy. Some sell. Some people are selling, but mostly it's a bit of a buy zone here going on. So now I don't know what his true motives are. Uncle is the Korean guy that has BitcoinTradingFund.com or Bitcoin Manager Trading Fund, BitcoinFund.manager. And anyway, I've been watching him for years, man. A couple of years now. He's been on my radar for a while, and he's been killing it. Yeah, overbought. Sorry, overbought. Extremely overbought. I want to check out Bitcoin.Dominance. Bitcoin.Dominance still falling off, but about to pop. You can see it really on the daily. It's about to have a move. So watch out for the alts. It looks like Bitcoin.Dominance could start to pick a pump. I mean, if Bitcoin pumps up out of this channel, everyone's going to jump on it. And it's going to be like, is Bitcoin back? And then you're going to watch Bitcoin pump, and then you're going to want to get into the altcoins after Bitcoin kind of sheds its gains into the alts again. So my idea right now, look, we have a higher low. So far, that's a bullish side. I'd want to see a lower low. We didn't make a higher high technically, you know, like we could see, but we did break this resistance. And we're on resistance right here at about, yeah, we came through resistance about 46.93, came back down, and now we're bouncing off 41.52 and 41.29. Oversold. Let's see what's going on. Oversold on the 4-hour and the daily, suggesting that Dominance wants to make a bit of a move. So just putting that on your radar, guys. Dominance looks hungry. Dominance looks like it wants to reassess something, and it's also kind of making a bit of an uptrend so far, because you can see it had a downtrend, higher high, right? Higher low, then a higher high from this one, and broke this resistance a little bit, higher low from that area, but we didn't make the higher high. We started to make the wedge, but we still are in a higher low. This low is higher than this low, and that idea, we're still in an uptrend, right? And we see stochastics and daily telling us that it wants a bit of a high momentum. So I'd like to see us break out and just get rejected by this previous high. So everything is still good for Bitcoin.Dominance as long as we stay below 47. But we could get a little pump from 42 to 47 just in the temporary short term. So something just to kind of put on your radar. It's been a while since we had a bit of a pump in Bitcoin.Dominance. Let's take a look at Binance and see what's going on Binance. I like to see what's happening in the market. How the market breathes, how the market feels. What's the hot coin today? What's the new one? Wow, 4,000% for ATA. Damn, always a new one. Pawn, we talked about Pawn a lot on the channel. Shout out to Pawn, going up 41%. Doc continuing to make a move, up 31% again. Looks like Doc continuing to go. MTL, Troy, NBS had a big day yesterday, still kind of moving. TFUEL, we put on your radar. LTO, I talked about last night. I said I really like LTO. I'd say I'd watch LTO. I like TVK as a really good play when it comes to NFTs. I like it really. This is really probably a good price to get in at 22 cents. Could balance my buy. I got in at about 60. Down pretty hard on that one. So Dodo in the game at 9%. DIA, THETA. THETA is the name in there. Cocos, Key, AR, SRM. All right. Vite, CTK. Cake up in the spot. Right. Ether. So damn, 4,000% gains for ATA. Probably was an added coin that just got added today. Let's see what's going on with ATA. Wow, so it came out, if you bought it on the low, it came out at 0.0. It wasn't even a penny if you could have snatched it up, right? Or it was, no, it was. Came out at 5 cents. This thing is $1.71. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Went to a high all the way at $4. Wow. Damn, man. I didn't even know about this thing. Wasn't on my radar. Wow. Exploded, huh? And what are we on the 1 minute chart? Yeah. I'd stay away from it. I don't play these 1 minute charts, but this is crazy, man. This is crazy. It's forming a rounded bottom. What is ATA? See if it got listed. And let's look at the market here. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin up 0.85%, Ethereum up 3.68%, Binance up 2%, back to 400 almost, damn near doing its thing. Cardano holding 170, up 3% on the day. XRP back to 94. Love seeing XRP right there on that. That's a high. That's beautiful, man. XRP was 25 cents for so long. To see it at 94 is a beautiful thing. Polkadot at 24.66. That's another indication I don't think we're in a bear market. XRP is still holding a very high price compared to how it used to sit. Internet computers still floundering at 103, down 2%. A lot of people got this. They're not sure what to do because they were holding it for so long. I think it's kind of got a lot of the market in indecision right there. Internet computer. Bitcoin Cash, $653. Came all the way back down to $653. Amazing. Chainlink, $27. Can't believe that. Still think it would have held its $35 area. Solana holding way better than Chainlink. 2% gains and 36% on the week. Solana, one of the biggest gainers on the week was Solana. We talked about that, and I went over it numerous times, and I said, this is why I'm buying Solana. I picked Solana like 3 weeks ago as my big coin. XRP is the GOAT token. To use MetaMask or Trust Wallet to swap on PancakeSwap. Only MetaMask. Bro, do you think trading on FTX on NordVPN is dangerous to get your funds frozen if you're from the USA? There's always 3 commas if that's safer. Yeah, just use 3 commas and then you won't be logging in. And everything is going to be fine and dandy. It needs to go to $3. Stop playing. Oh, XRP is going to go to some amazing place for sure. No, I'm just happy where it's at 95 cents. I mean, not too bad. VeChain sitting in holding that 13.8, up 13% in the last week at 13 cents. Pretty sure up 13%, up at 13 cents. Filecoin up 27%. Filecoin, one of the biggest gainers in the week, honestly. We talked about that. We actually showed you that trade as well. AAVE, 9.85%. I love AAVE. I hold AAVE. One of the biggest lending coins in the game. I think it's going to do great things. It's a very good long-term hold. AAVE. FTX token, one of my long-term holds. Shiba Inu. You know, it's interesting. A $3.3 billion market cap. I think it could grow. I mean, I don't think it's done yet. They have Shiba Swap too. As crazy as the meme coin is, it came out to be something quite substantial. It's pretty interesting. I got into this coin when it first came out on April 18th when nobody knew about it. I had it on the radar of all my subs and my Patreons so early. Clayton, I still haven't really looked into Clayton. Came out of nowhere into the top 100 fast. Avalanche, one at 41. I like Avalanche a lot. I'm telling you guys, Avalanche is a great hold. Luna is a great hold. TFUEL is something you definitely have to have, up 57% in 7 days. We gave you this trade. We talked about TFUEL for the last 5, really for like 2 weeks straight. There's big news. THETA has a mainnet coming out on June 30th. Celsius, we talked about Celsius. We got you into Celsius at $6.36, $6.40. It's now $7.63 and up 6.33% on the week. Celsius, Telcoin up 10%. We talked about Telcoin in 24 hours up 6%. I gave the call for Telcoin last night on the live stream. Talked about it while we were going over the weekly candle close. I like Holochain. Definitely want to get yourself some Holochain, one of the smallest coins in the game, not even a penny yet. But this thing is going after a big decentralized internet idea, and I think it could actually compete with some of the bigger boys in the game. So Holochain, man, kind of like HNT. They're going to have miners and stuff like that. Sushi Swap, one of my favorite swaps, killing it. Also, a lot of institutions and hedge funds like Sushi Swap. Zilliqua, up 14% in the last 7 days. Synthetix, kind of flat. My flattest trade that I've had. I got into Synthetix at 8 and 11, and it was up at 26, 27, doing its thing. It has been the most lackluster trade I've been in since I've ever gotten into crypto. Most boring trade I've ever been in since I got into crypto. Decentraland's going to go, I think anywhere between 60 and 80 cents is a steal. It's going to be definitely a $3-4 coin. Engine Coin, this is a steal at $1.41. You can see it pump. HNT, we talked about that, broke into the top 100. Now people are really recognizing it with those HNT miners. This is a decentralized wireless internet service. Definitely want to get up in there. Basic attention token, got to have some basic attention token. If you don't, I mean, I'm using the Brave browser right now. Why do you use the Brave browser? Because it's so much better than all the other browsers. It saves 35% battery on your mobile phone. You get paid to watch ads with the Brave token. It's like an ecosystem you want to be a part of. It's amazing. Qtum got good moves. Horizon, they get scooped up by Grayscale. They have a big trust on Horizon, so that's something you want to think about too as well. Can't stand those fast-moving weird songs. It's got to be more laid back and relaxed, you know. The Graph token is a decentralized acyclic graph. Starting to make a bit of a move, but you know, down to 81, they dumped on this thing. But I still believe it's a great project with some great promise. Nano, man, we just talked about Nano. We showed you the coin. And Harmony 1, man, that is an IEO by Binance. Continue to grow. It's going to be a DEX and move forward. Connected to MokiSwap. I like Harmony. Ontology, old coin. It's kind of the Ethereum of China in a way. There's some talk about that. A Bakery Swap, one of the biggest NFT spaces in the game. Russell Simmons just did a deal with Bakery Swap. I mean, bigger names, bigger deals, bigger things coming. UMA, Bancor, Sia Coin, Decentralized Internet, one of my favorite coins in the game. I bought this coin for 001 back in the day when it was 008, not even a penny. Sia Coin, man, my baby. Phantom at 33 cents coming on in. Phantom, one of my favorite ecosystems coming up in the game. Is there an API where you can withdraw and deposit crypto on Binance? No, you got to do it you got to do it real deal. You got to do it the real deal. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Where's all the comments? What's happened to the comments? I don't see any comments. The comments just slow down. Keep those comments coming in, guys. If you ain't hitting the comment section, I need the comments to come in. I can't believe I have to even say that. The comments used to fly in at the speed of light. These people getting dry, man. Let's get the energy up, guys. Let's get the energy up. Anchor, one of my favorite coins, still holding ICX. So I basically hold like 50 of the top 100 coins, I realized. I really do. CHD I hold. Celsius I hold. Telcoin I hold. EGLD I hold. Dash I hold. Compound I hold. Tezos I hold. I got no Thorchain. I should get some Rune, honestly. I want to take a look at Rune, find a good entry on that. Una said Leo. I don't have anything of that, too. Master, tell us about the best staking platforms. Number one, don't call me a master, because that's like slave, like, right? Master. Call me guru, call me mentor, call me friend, call me the, you know, whatever you want, but just down below on my screen. Okay. Okay. Moving back to Bitcoin. But you can see I have the space pretty wrapped up in my head. I know these coins right. I just know it, almost every single coin, what it does, where it's coming from, how long it's been in the game, the history of the coin. I got a good feeling of the crypto market. All in my head, saved, ready to rock. I can pull it out like a Rolodex. So highly likely we're going to do this, break out, and then break to the upside, right? Hopefully. 68% chance of a break to the downside, though, so not highly likely. Like, the probability is we do break to the downside, which is sad. The highest probability in the trading set is a 68% chance of a break to the downside. We're looking at levels. We're looking at different levels. We're looking at 31K. We're looking at 24K. We're looking at 20 through 23K. We're looking at 18K. I watched a stream live from last night just before this, and I'm from the UK. You mentioned Polex. Can I still get in? We'll take a look at Polex in a second. What do I see happening right now in the immediate short term for Bitcoin? Well, right now, 1 hour needs to reset, but it's going sideways. I think we'll just get sideways reaction. We cannot break this bottom trend line. So what's the absolute no? We can wick, but we cannot break 34,072. We cannot break 34,750. We cannot. We break 34,750. We can wick down. We can wick down to 34,000, even 38.8. But and then we definitely cannot break 33,300. 333. Let's see. We cannot break 33,000, which is this wick right here. And then this wick right here, 34,043. And then again, this is the last resort here, 33333. 3,324. Like, where these wicks come down, we cannot break that. We break that, it's highly likely we come and retest 30K. 31K, this level right here where we started, 31,000. Okay? So this is all odds on Bitcoin. I think hodling is a good strategy. My mentor, she went from compounding cakes to compounding condos in Greece. See, there you go, man. She did what she had to do, bro. Yeah, see? My mentor went from compounding cakes to compounding condos in Greece. That's the idea, man. Now I want to start funneling money out of the crypto space and into real estate. That's the idea. I want to start funneling money out of crypto and into real estate. You know, even though real estate's a little high right now, and we could see a market crash. Regardless, cash flow is cash flow. You see what I'm saying? I'll wait for the perfect time, try to time out these markets the best I can. But the next idea is to get an Airbnb down in Florida. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, Sarasota region, you'll always be able to rent it out, highly likely. You know, I like the area a lot. I have some friends down there. I love Sarasota. I like Santa Maria Island, Anna Maria Island. Maybe I'll put it on Anna Maria Island. Just a lot higher in price. You may not get the best balance. Venice, Florida is actually a nice little town too. I stayed pretty close to Venice not too long from now, but yeah. Where is everyone at, right? I personally think hodling is good. It's true. Where is everybody at in the live, man? Where my people's at, bro? You know what's funny, and you never know, man. I was just in Sarasota at Lido Beach. I live in Orlando. Dude, Lido Beach is so beautiful, bro. Lido is my favorite spot, bro. Most people don't know about Lido. They don't go to Lido. Dude, Lido Key is like so exclusive, though. It's hard to even get on Lido Beach, though. How did you find your way onto Lido Beach? I think I did go to Lido Beach one day. Looking at charts. Shout out to Christina McMahon. I know, right? She's funny. Where's everybody looking at the charts, right? My kids love Lido Beach. Thoughts on IOTX, man? Dude, I wish I lived in Florida sometimes, every once in a while. Whatever. I just want to be able to, I want to be closer to the beach. I want to be a lot closer to the water, in my opinion. I want to be able to just jump in the ocean within like a 2-3 minute drive, or even be right on the water, man. HODL coin started waking up yesterday. We'll take a look at HODL for you in a second. Thoughts on IOTX, Chief? We'll take a look. They have some news right now with MATIC. So they should be pumping a little bit. SNX in that head and shoulder, but come on, SNX, man. You got to show us something. You've been the worst investment in the last 6 months that I've had in a long time. Lido is the hidden gem. Yeah, most people don't even know how to get to Lido or go to Lido, you know? But dude, Anna Maria Island, you go to Bean Point, that Bean Beach at the end though? Bean Point Beach, whatever, that thing. I mean, that beach is beautiful, bro. It really is. Oh, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, guys, you guys are blessed, man. Did you say thank you today? That's my first question to myself. Did you say thank you today? Yes, I did. I woke up, I said, dear Lord, master of this universe, maker of my energies, maker of all things that are great and loving. Thank you so much for the blessed life that you gave me. Thank you so much for a YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribers. Thank you so much for all the likes that I got. Even though I had 120, 28, and 73, there's 50 people that don't want to hit the like button. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Mad Beach at John's Pass, hands down, the best in Florida. Mad Beach and John's Pass. Dope, man. Ethereum, please, sir. NYC Washington Heights to Lido Beach. Crypto has helped out a lot. Look at that, man. From NYC Washington Heights. From the Heights, bro. Back in Fort Tryon Park, 191, man. Selling that Poudet. I've been there, man. A hot summer in the Heights, bro. They're drinking quarter waters. Smoking that, you know what I'm saying? It just... That city life, man, is hard, bro. But look, I see AAVE in a cup and handle breaking on up to about $760. 3-minute drive to the water, bro. You're so lucky, man. Dude, come to Marbella, Spain. Damn, hit the like button, people. Shout out to everyone here. Got to fly. Watch later. Shout out to Ray for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. As you had to run out for the day. Thank you very much. Much respect. It is a beautiful day, too. I literally used my profits from 2018 and started with an Airbnb next to Disney. I added a townhouse in Clearwater Beach. Dream big and achieve, bro. Yo, you're the man, dude. I literally used my profits and started with an Airbnb next to Disney. I added a townhouse in Clearwater. Dream big and achieve. That's my next deal, man. That's my next deal, man. That's my plan, bro. Very similar. Very similar. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hell, DM me if you have any other cool ideas. Bitcoin Fight Club. Shout out to you, man. Much respect. What we thinking about 1inch? I like the haircut, lifer. Have you gone through 1inch or Rune? No, we have not. We got to take a look at Ethereum for sure. I'm going to duplicate this so I can have 2 screens up when I need to bounce back and forth. Just helps out a little better. Thanks for the haircut, love, everybody. I appreciate that. Is what it is, right? PancakeSwap is offering a new ATA stake at the moment. Then at more than 200%. Is it worth it? yeah, yeah, why not? Get up in there. You know, they saw the punch. Why not get up in there? Thank you so much, Turin. Thank you for everyone in the live stream. Come on. Hey, Lifer, are you still moving into the gold and silver? I always have gold and silver, man. Am I moving into gold and silver? I may take a PAX G stablecoin. Not at the exact moment right now, but definitely something that I'm thinking about. Let's take a look at Ethereum for you guys right off the bat. Wonder how Doge will be doing in the coming months. Great stream today, Shepard. Shout out to Mish. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Just trying to be super appreciative of my life and super happy with everything. Just constant gratitude. Whenever I'm in a state of unease or something feels like I have some anxiety. Lately, I've had some anxiety the last few days. Just, the market's just been uneasy. Trying to get everyone through the market. It's not easy. All eyes on you. You put the pressure on, you create the Patreon, you create the group, and then you got to perform. And, there's just, and it's day in and day out, and it grinding, and no days off. And it's a constant battle. Right? But that's a real job, no days off, 7 days a week, full blown, every single thing. Since Elon Musk abandoned Doge to create his own crypto, people say Doge will sink to death. And it's funny. I'm in a trade for Doge right now, and it's not looking too bad. We're going to take a look at Doge in a second. So Ethereum to me is progressed a little farther through the channel than Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin kind of is still down here and needs to come down. Ethereum already did come up, hit the top of its channel. Now it's running out of room. This is why I like the ETH BTC trade right now. I believe even if the market goes down, Bitcoin will go down worse than ETH. I believe that. Love your vibes. One question. When I listen and learn, best ways to get my coins from USDT pairs to BTC pairs for better gains. What is the best way to get my coins from USDT to BTC pairs for better gains? I mean, if you're in... It doesn't matter. Look, it's like I talk about it's like getting into a car, a backseat of a car. You can get in through the Bitcoin, but you can get out through the USDT. Just if you bought the USDT pair and you're in the USDT pair, just start looking at how much you have in BTC. You have to convert it in the range. If you want to see how much you are in BTC and you have 3 commas, you could cancel the trade, and then you could create a sell for that actual coin. And you see what I'm saying? Like, so you got in, say you got in for ETH USDT at $1,000, but now you want to sell it for BTC. So you could just cancel the trade, find out what it's worth right now, do the math, 1,000 divided by, right now it's 20, divided by into Bitcoin, it says it's worth 0.068 Bitcoin. Say you bought it for whatever, you have to back engineer what you bought it for, 0.048 Bitcoin, and then put your sell, and then you could change the trade back to a BTC trade watch-wise. Technically, it's always a trade. You can depend what you want to get out. You would never actually change. You don't have BTC. So just sell USDT for BTC and then buy the coins with BTC. Very simple. Trade from USDT into Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin, and then only trade coins for Bitcoin. You have to be ready for Bitcoin to go down 50%. So you have to be focused on the idea to get more Bitcoin. See, as an OG trader, an OG crypto trader is focused on getting more Bitcoin, not more USDT. You do not care about the USDT price of your portfolio. It does not matter. For instance, let's just say you were trying to make 100 grand, and so you went after your portfolio and it went up, but you were trying to get 10 Bitcoin. You get what I'm saying? Like, so the market crashed, but when the market crashes, you got into a BTC pair and you made 2 Bitcoin on a Bitcoin. Now, you didn't care that you lost 100 grand because you own 10 Bitcoins and Bitcoin went down by 30,000, so you lost 300 grand. You're looking at more of, I just gained 2 more Bitcoin. So it's all about trying to focus on gaining more Bitcoin. I mean, it's hard to understand. This is something that comes with time as being an OG crypto trader, and eventually you'll get it. You'll be like, okay, I get that. Thanks. Where I've gone wrong for a month. Need Bitcoin pairs instead of USDTs. I mean, it depends. Not always. Because what if if you're a new trader, I say you stay in the USDT pairs. I watched your FTM Frank video. Very interested thoughts. Are you still staking? I am still staking. It tanked really hard, though. I'll be honest with you guys. It did tank really, really hard. But I'm still staking and harvesting and doing my thing. And I'll just hold it for a long time. There's no reason to get out at this point. So ANT USDT. ANT. It's making its way up out of this rising wedge as well. Just something to look at. Alpha. One of my favorite coins of the game, Alpha Finance. Everything's falling Bitcoin in this wedge, man. It's honestly been a very annoying trading for even for an analyst, because every coin's kind of trapped by Bitcoin right now. Like, 99% of coins. You're free a few coins that are breaking on out. But even the pumps are smaller because people are taking profits way faster because they're weary of Bitcoin. So no one's like feeling it. No one's like, oh yeah, I'll stay in long. The average trader who's the market maker, kind of making more of the trades that make the market, they're getting in and getting out way faster. SRK starting to break on out of this channel though. You can see it was in this falling wedge, started to break out. Watch if XRK breaks this line. This would be the next line now if it could break above this line. But honestly, very sketchy trading right now. All coins are still high risk in my opinion, right? You got to find something like something that's more of a guarantee. Like THETA is more of like, it's an obvious trade. I guess it was more like in this bull pennant here, ascending triangle, almost a bilateral triangle, a chubby triangle. But it's now breaking out. They got a mainnet coming. I believe THETA is going to move. People want their THETA. They do not care. I gave a call for THETA to get in at $6.50 and $8. And it did come back into my region. It was kind of around here. It came up and down. It touched into my circle a few times. Those are your buy zones. And then bam, THETA. So where do I see THETA going? I see THETA moving. All right. It's got a lot of news, man. Let me show you the news for THETA just so you guys can understand what's going on with THETA. I mean, does it look like it will? SFUEL breakout. SFUEL? You mean TFUEL? What is SFUEL? Really appreciate your time. Anytime, man. I'm on Bitcoin. Is that all right? Hey, man, I wish I was mining Bitcoin. You're doing great. I wish I was mining Bitcoin. I'm not. Let's take a look at THETA. Are you also staking on MATIC Network, Lifer? No, I have no stakes going on right now. I don't start stakes when Bitcoin's about to dump. I don't start getting into heavy big stakes when the market could crash on you. Bitcoin could still go to 15K, guys. I'm very wary right now. I'm watching the market very, very like a hawk sitting at the top of a tree. I'm sitting with a bunch of capital in USDT just waiting to get in. I have not bought in. Yo, hype stream last night. Much respect, man. SFUEL is SparkSwap token related to SRK. I saw you mentioned SRK. Ooh, so they have an SFUEL. Thank you for telling me. We'll take a look at SFUEL in a second. So THETA mainnet is going to be released on June 30th instead of the 21st of August. They pushed it back, right? Line DApp launches with THETA integration. That's news. V2 Edge compute with expanded video transcoding and encoding during QT. V2 Edge compute. App for Ledger/Treasure. The THETA. Official THETA app released for Ledger and Treasure. Okay. THETA drop marketplace. Coming June 22nd. Edge compute news use cases. Edge caching. Edge caching, yeah. EdgeCast fully decentralized streaming DApp, Beta Edge storage, and V2 smart contract platform. So, I mean, damn. And then that's December 31st. So that's coming out way. And September 30th right there. So we should, but June 30th, a lot of news. And then look, the next time we have that news is September 30th. And then the next time we have and you can see, this is going to spark the movement in coins. Coins actually pick kind of their news based on cycles. You see what I'm saying? Check DEX tools for XFUEL. We'll take a look at that. And there's our breast, man. We're starting to hold bottom of the line. Let's see. SafeBreast Inu. I have no idea if it's breast cancer. I don't have no idea what's going on. Huge fire. Do you have actual gold bars? If I did, I wouldn't tell you. But yes. I hold gold bars, man. The real gold, man. The real gold, Bill. It's not, I don't keep it in my house, obviously, but yes. Okay, let's take a look at SFUEL. I think SRK could be good, so SFUEL could be interesting. Thanks for putting this on our radar. It's kind of like a TFUEL idea. Is Bake Bullish. I'm loving the show, and I'm spreading the word. Shout out to Bob Starr. Thank you so much for telling everybody about the Crypto Lifer Show, man. I appreciate it, man. We go over the facts, the future, the business. We make it all happen here. And shout out to everyone here, man. Not one super chat. Damn, man. It's drying up. It's really drying up. Oh, no, we did get a super chat. I'm wrong. $10 super chat from Ray. Much respect, Ray. Thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah, it used to be kind of how I made it through these days, man, so I didn't have to go back to work. Super chats were really helping me out. They were making, basically, the channel revenue wasn't getting huge revenue because every once in a while I'd use like something like a song that got copyrighted or something like that. And even then, they don't give you a lot of ads. And I don't want to run too many ads, so it's like, you don't make a lot of money on ads. I made all the money on super chats. That's really how I made all the money, honestly. And they did dry up pretty tightly. Nothing that I really did. I feel like I kept pushing forward at the speed of light. When you rap, you spit gold bars, man. Thank you very much. What up, Ja Soleil? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. You know, I just need to expand, man. I need to get the word out. I need to push out. You know, you push forward in these YouTube legs, and then it's just like a coin. You get a big pump up, and then you get a leg, and then a bump up, and then a leg, and you got to fight through those transitions. YouTube is super hard, man. Mentally, it's like every single day, it's a battle. Every single day. And to not have a boss or a job, knowing that, oh, you're a nice, cushy job. Send coffee. Shout out to the 333. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, people get bearish in these bear markets, man. They stop giving the love. And like, I still got people to pay. Like, my channel still, like, I got an SCCO. Yeah, man, it's crazy. This low key, one of the best crypto live channels on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 187% gains coming out of TFUEL, man, from where we entered in at the bottom of the pattern. But I still think there's more. Still 50% gains. Watch TFUEL. If it breaks this higher high, it's gone. From 57, it'll go all the way up to about 72 cents. Big respect. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys don't realize like how close a YouTuber is, like one day away from just disappearing and never being there again. Honestly, like one bad thing happens in my life where I really need like, I don't know. It's just like, and to show up every single day. Like right now, it's kind of sad. I'm sacrificing going to see my mom and dad for this channel because normally I would just go see my mom and dad, but I'm worried about how I can live stream when I get there. Their internet's not the same. I'm just worried about the setup. I'm gonna have to use my laptop. I'm ordering some screens and getting things ready. I also have to tutor people in a different area. You know, I'm just worried about the internet, all that stuff. And so now I'm stuck, unable to go see my parents because I started this business. And you don't realize, man, you sacrifice so much every time, man. Some more pizza money, bro. Shout out to Robbie Robinson. Thank you so much. Respect to you, man. I think we need a plug from your baby girl. I know, right? She needs to plug everybody, man. But it's not easy out here. I'm telling you guys right now, it is not easy out here. Once I get to 20, 30, 40,000, maybe it'll start getting like, I'll get a cushion, but I don't have that cushion yet. I really don't. Thank God for trading. Without trading, I would never be here. I'd be back at work. So shout out to all my trades. Shout out to Cake. Shout out to all the good coins that held me down. Adam and Eve double bottom and SFUEL. Whoa. Let's take a look. Still spinning on that. That's crazy that it didn't do it. I picked the top one or the bottom one. Let's pick this one maybe. I'll go to CoinTrader Pro. It's another place I go kind of on the low. That helps me out whenever I can't get a coin. Don't worry. Go see your parents. YouTubers have to have a break to... Yeah, but you know what? If I took a week off, you know what it would do to my channel? I don't have a break. You don't get it. You don't have a break. You don't get it. That's why YouTube is that hard. It's literally, this world is like either you go or you don't, man. My Lax youth team went 2-0 in the playoffs yesterday. So proud as a coach. Shout out to my U13 Laxers, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, man, we're 4-2 right now in soccer. My soccer team's 4-2. We got 8 games in the season. I want to finish off at 7 well, we have 2 more games actually left. 3 more games? No, I think there's only 2 more games left. This is crazy. Only 2 more games left in the season. Yeah, dude. Oh, she still has it open too. I got to, man. I know my account, I lost $500,000, but I still have it. I still have the funds, man. I'll hit her up. I thought about her last night. I'm like, all right. I got to figure that out. His baby girl pond coin going up 40% when she draw a pond live, no BS. Now, it is kind of crazy. She drew a pond because there's a pond behind my house, but we were talking about pond, and then she drew a pond, and then you said, dude, that's going to be the trade. That's a sign we should get into pond. And, dude, he was kind of right, which is kind of crazy. What's your name? My name is Sam, man. I don't know if that's an Adam and Eve double bottom, man. I can't call that. To me, it's not an Adam and Eve double bottom. Down here, it could be. You're right. Okay, hold on. I think on the 1 hour, you might see it. Possibly right there. I see what you're saying. There's a possible Adam and then an Eve double bottom. You're right. You're actually right. Yo, shout out to my subs, man, with the good eyes, man. You nailed it. You nailed it, bro. Brohas. Bam. Shout out to Ann and yo, Aaron, man, with the $50, man. What's up, Aaron? Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Yo, Aaron, thank you for all you did for my SEO stuff, man. I got an SEO guy now. I hired him. He does it all. I knew I would never do it. He does it. He changes titles for me. He gets it in. He works really, really hard. And shout out to my dude, Francisco, man. Unbelievable, man. Agreed, top channel, man. Thank you very much. Marlon Pond, a Cardano baby. It really is, man. It really is. Shout out Aaron Alder for the $50 super chat. Shout out to Aaron, man. YouTube won't die. It won't go anywhere. People pass away. Family first, brother. Yeah, I see what you're saying. How much does it cost to be part of your single channel a month? $99 a month, man. Hit me up sometime. I know you are busy. Anytime, Aaron. Anytime, man. Yo, I want to become friends, man. I want to see you in Florida, man. You remind me of someone I could kick it with. You had an edge that I had, man. There was something about you. When I looked at you, I saw myself. Like, I looked dead in your face, and I was like, yo, this guy reminds me of me a little bit. Now, how many people got, like, the fierce tiger in them? Aaron's type of dude eat you alive. You mess with Aaron, man. I'm telling you right now. I'd rather talk to a dude 6'6" than have to see Aaron in the dark room. I'm telling you right now. I can sense when people got the killer instinct in them, man. I know. When you have the killer instinct, you can see the killer instinct. And Aaron got it, man. That's why he's his own man. That's why he's his own boss doing his thing. So, shout out to all the bosses out there. Shout out to everyone that works for themselves, man. Shout out to everyone on my stream right now that works for themselves, man. Much respect to every one of y'all, man. Shout out to put you on the spot, man. I like speaking my mind, man. I like speaking my mind. Yeah, man. So, you know, SparkPoint SFUEL, man, this could go once it starts to make a move. So just put this on your radar that we know that there's an SFUEL, SparkPoint Fuel, right? I'm trying, bro. You'll get there, man. Don't worry, man. Just keep digging it. Real recognize real all day long, baby. All day long. I'm out here, man. I'm out here. No boss, man. I'm out here, man. Crypto is life. Ain't easy. Nah, it's not easy doing it by yourself. And, you know, we struggle every day, right? No big corporation to send us a check. No health insurance ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is we push forward every single day and be the best that we can. Yeah, self-employed since 2008. Shout out to Christina McMahon. McMahon? Good Irish girl. Sláinte to you, Christina. Sláinte to you. Discipline required. So much discipline. Are you kidding me? Like, the discipline is insane. Like, you can't go do whatever you want. So Kate could be in this gigantic triangle. See this? This is what Kate could be doing. Never really thought about it at first, but, you know, now I'm just trying to make my way through this Kate game. And that's like kind of Cake in a nutshell right there. Came down. Are you going to come up? Could Cake do this? Could Cake revisit 16 one more time, even after pumping all the way to 26? Kind of a crazy idea, you know. Honestly, don't think this is too viable, but it's an idea, right? And then look, if you looked at it and you try to project where Cake may go, just trying to build somewhat of a story. Cake to $61. Sad, every week I was able to put up a new Cake target and we were able to hit it day in and day out. And America needs more entrepreneurs to create jobs. God bless America. Big fan of your work, man, from Rio de Janeiro. Shout out to Felipe, man. Much respect to Felipe, bro. Thank you very much. Mac Mahan. Yeah, Mac Mahan. Yeah. Christina McMahon. Yeah, it's like Mahan. The Mahan family. You inspired me, bro. I started my own crypto group. Made $500 in the first month. That's dope, man. Good for you, man. Much respect. So you didn't join my group? You started your own group? No, I'm just messing around, man. Hey, man, if you want to start your own group, start your own group. Do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. Come on, Kate, get back to the all-time high. That's going to take a while. Mac Mahan. Yeah, it's like John McAfee. It's MC, but they call him John McAfee, right? Let's talk about John McAfee for a second. Shout out to John. How are you doing, John? Sending love to John. Hope he's doing all right. Those were the good old days of Cake, right? Back when Cake just never stopped. So people saw, I heard a lot, I didn't watch the fight, but a lot of people didn't like it. Another day, another triangle consolidation. Will today be the day? Imagine if you had the power to print unlimited amounts of money to buy limited supply assets. What would you do? True story for some, not financial advice, right? Isn't that funny? Imagine if you had the power to print unlimited amounts of money to buy limited supplied assets. What would you do? True story for some. So the government is printing money right now, and they're buying Bitcoin behind our backs. That's what's going on. I mean, indirectly, even if they're doing it through a subsidy through Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? An anonymous came out and spoke, man. We went over it last night. MicroStrategy announces proposed private offering of $400 million of senior secured notes to acquire additional Bitcoin. Dude, MicroStrategy is going to buy more Bitcoin, bro. Exactly what we thought. Floyd dancing around for 8 rounds. Yeah, he's not trying to get hit anymore. He's an old man. So guys, look, I'm going to take my account out. I'm going to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin right now. Whenever you get a chance, you buy more Bitcoin, especially in the $30,000 realm. And honestly, you don't buy a lot. Every day you buy $500 for 10 days straight, then you have $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. So look right here, one-time purchase, preview the buy. I'm going to buy Bitcoin right now. Look at that. I'm jumping in with Michael Saylor. I'm doing what smart money does. Your order was submitted. You bought 0.013569518 Bitcoin, right? That's how I'm going to stay without having to work for a living. Exactly what we thought. Floyd dancing around for $100 million. Isn't that crazy? Dancing around for $100 million. Incorporated MicroStrategy announced that it intends to offer, subject to market conditions and other factors, $400 million aggregate principal amount of senior secured notes due to 28 the notes in a private offering to qualified institutional buyers in reliance on Rule 448 under the Securities Act of 1933 as amended, and to persons outside the U.S. So the notes will be fully and unconditionally guaranteed on a senior secured basis, jointly and severally by MicroStrategy Service Corporation. Basically, you sell portions of your debt, right? And then you can buy back your debt back and pay the debt back off in 2028. So he decides, you know what, why not? He knows he can go into debt, and so he's going to buy more Bitcoin on the low right now while he has the chance. I mean, what a smart man. So MicroStrategy buying more Bitcoin. We're going to retweet that. Of course we're going to retweet that. The retweet didn't work. We don't know why. There it goes. Something was off. This is crazy. Inflation is about to surge. Oh my God. T-Cake stake. You can stake your T-Cake finally in July. That's coming. Guys, this is bad news. Zero hedge. Yellen admits inflation is about to surge. Says it will be a plus for society. Fast forward this weekend to the Fed Chair, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen addressed our rhetorical concern and following the G7 Fin meeting in London, where the world's most advanced nations agreed to impose a 15% minimum corporate tax rate with zero enforcement provisions, said that contrary to Biden's budget, inflation could climb as high as 3% this year, and what Wappel says is the first time Biden administration projected what inflation could be through 2021, which by the way is dead wrong, since Biden's budget just leaked predicted only 2.1% in 2021. So his budget is off, so they're probably going to get 5 or 6%. Yellen is a freak, bro. Yeah, she's freaking me out, bro. Feelings on Bitcoin Miami conference, people have mixed feelings. I mean, honestly, it's in a funny place. They're having mixed feelings because the market has mixed feelings. Not the best place to have the conference, right? So scrambling on the preempt barrage of questions came on Monday and Sunday. Janet Yellen said that even though inflation is now at the highest level since Paul Volcker's hiked rates to the 20%, and the U.S. is about to issue another $3 trillion or so in debt just to fund existing stimulus programs. So we're going to go more into debt just to fund stimulus. Not even to get the economy back to ground zero, bro. Like, dude, guys, you realize how bad this is going to be when it all implodes on us? It's going to take everything down. Crypto, the whole market, and then crypto will come out from the bottoms. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to have a horrible market crash, right? We just got to keep trading our crypto, guys. Just keep stacking Bitcoin. The idea right now is no matter what, make sure you are stacking Bitcoin. XRP, whatever your coin of choice is. I think XRP is also a viable stack. Stack Bitcoin, stack XRP, stack BNB, stack Ethereum. Stack coins that create ecosystems, stack coins that move. Inflation scare will flock people into the markets. Then I believe markets will collapse by the end of the year. Careful from these narratives. They will never be able to pay back this fake ass stimulus. Never, never, never. They weren't able to pay. They wouldn't have gotten us out of debt before the pandemic. We couldn't have gotten out of debt before the pandemic. When do you think it's going to crash? I mean, it's only a matter of time, man. It already has crashed. They're just making it look like it hasn't. That's the problem. We're like the roadrunner that ran off the cliff, and then he's sitting like this, and then he looks down, and he gets to run his legs for like another 2 minutes, and then he falls. We're already off the cliff, guys. We're spinning our legs right now. I'm telling you, man. It wasn't immediately clear why rising rates, hence inflation and drop in one's purchasing power, is a plus for society's point of view. Yeah, it wasn't immediately clear why rising rates is a plus for society. If we end up with slightly higher interest rate environment, it would actually be a plus for society's point of view and the Fed's point of view, Yellen said in an interview with Bloomberg. What? Well, I want to look at this woman in the face and hear this. I want to hear this like verbatim. Like, what? So she knows that people's jobs, she knows that there's a lot of jobs out there right now. Hopefully House is taking an L so I can buy a roof with BTC. That's what I'm saying. We're flying now. What are we flying? We're at 4% GDP with 3% interest rate. Real inflation is 12%. Yeah, that's crazy. Real inflation is 12%.
She's got a point, right? The world has been fighting low inflation for so long. She's always said that this is also transitory. So could it be a plus?
Exactly,
I love to see.
Heidi. I mean, she almost said, let's take time out and remember the context in this debate. And that is, as you say, the world has been really trying to get out of the low interest rate and low inflation trap for well over a decade now, since the last financial crisis. And what Ms. Yellen said in the interview with Bloomberg was that, look, if rates do go up, that will be, it will have its positives. It will be a plus for society. Now, she didn't say. She's
saying, because you get what I'm saying, rates will go up. All right, you guys get what they're saying? I want to break this down for you because not everybody understands this. And this is why you buy. They will mass buy everything up on the cheap, including crypto. Oh, yeah. The elite class don't care about plunging society into chaos. They have a backup. Yes, they do. They actually, exactly. Their games of interest will bite back hard this time. Jesse B with the facts, hopefully. Plus for society. No, it's bad news. It's bad news. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look in general at all. And, yeah, so if anyone wants to have a round table, I'd like to have a round table maybe tomorrow. Or even, I could do a round table right now. What time is it? It is 11:20. I think we should have a round table right now. If anyone's down to have a round table, I can make a Zoom link right now. I wouldn't mind getting Jesse B up in here. I know you're working. If you're not working, I wouldn't mind getting you in here. I wouldn't mind getting XRP Muser up in the spot. I would love to get a round table for everybody up in the spot. Did we ever show the face? I can't remember if we showed the face of XRP Muser yet. I don't think we've showed the Muser face yet. Maybe we have. I think we have. Sign me up. Not working at the moment. All right, cool, man. So, yeah, okay. So, because this is like a really deep down discussion right now. 11:20 to probably to 12 o'clock. Then I'll finish up with the charts between 12 and 12:30, and But this is just what's going on right now is insane, and we got to discuss it we got to discuss it as a group, not just me. It has to be kind of a group talk. It has to be something we all kind of get into. It's not okay how the elite is forming and moving. We need to save money. We need to become a saving, disciplined society. Okay. So they're saying rates will be higher, so you can say. So if you put your money in the bank now, you can get a higher saving rate. That's what they're kind of telling you. But your money is going to be losing that value every second. Like the savings rate you're getting is going to be balanced off by the purchasing power that you're losing. I don't understand what they don't understand. Like I don't see how this gets you out of the hole. Honestly, the United States government should take and become the national holder of Bitcoin. Look, Donald Trump called Bitcoin a scam today, man. What a dumbass.
One last question. You don't like Bitcoin? You wouldn't invest in Bitcoin? Do you invest in the stock market at this moment?
So not at this moment. I think it's high. So I have not invested in the stock market at this moment. I have in the past, but I have not at this moment. I think it's high. Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I was surprised. With us, it was
He's the dumbest guy.
And, much lower. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar. Essentially, it's a currency competing against the dollar. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. That's what I've always said.
I mean, he's a full-blown American, his nationalistic views, but he doesn't realize that the bankers have taken the dollar, and it's not what Americans want anymore. It's not. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, so I'm a nationalist with him. I'm full-blown American. I love America, you know, but honestly, the dollar, it helps the American businessman, but it doesn't help the whole world. I want to help the whole world, man. I'm sick of just my country being number one and being the best. I love American. It's cool, but come on, man. You know, I don't know. And then this is NFT.Dominance. Remember that. We got NFT.Dominance. We're watching it. It's starting to make a move. And I think it's going to start making a big pump. It bottomed, double bottomed. NFT.Dominance starting to make a bit of a move here on Coin Trader Pro. Shows you that. June 7th. So put that on your radar, guys. NFT.Dominance. Okay? NFT.Dominance. Okay, so we're just getting ready for the roundtable discussion here. We're going to break down what's going down in the markets. I want to finish this Zero Hedge article too as well. All right. Yellen says higher interest rate would be a plus for the U.S. Are you kidding me? Is she just not full-blown, like, does she not get it? You know? And we're just connecting right now, getting ready for the live. This is going to be a live discussion, though. I would like you guys, if you guys could get the cameras on, it would be cool, but we'll see. Okay. And Jose, if you want to add some things too, I'd like to throw some charts out for Jose when you ever get a chance. I could become like the visual for you guys. Shout out to Jesse B up in the spot, man. Thank you for coming on in, guys. I just feel like we need to have a round table. A lot of people have been asking. They wanted to see like all the admins together in a room. We'll have another big discussion, obviously. But I just wanted to get it going for everyone here. You could still put some music in. It could be a little lower, though. Something like that. What's up, Jesse? What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Jesse's not in yet.
I see his face.
I don't see him.
I
How
see
you
his
doing,
face.
man?
How you been, man? Yo, we're live right now, just so you know, all right? Live streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, this is Jose Patricio. You may have met him in my groups. He helps countless amounts of beginners. He's the guy that sticks to the charts. Whenever people were talking nonsense about the news, like 2 or 3 days ago, Bitcoin was up at the 4 hour. 4 hours extremely oversold. I put a short out, and then Elon Musk tweeted and said it was going to go down. And everyone goes, "Oh, Elon Musk is killing Bitcoin now." What's your take, Jose, on Anonymous coming at him, and what's your take on just the whole idea in general? Shout out to Jesse. Jesse, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I hear you beautifully. You look great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. So this is Jesse, me, and Jose Patricio. I'll try to I can kind of move myself into this window here and work it like this. Cool, man. So I just wanted to have a roundtable discussion. You know, inflation is good for Americans. Janet's happy. This is going to be a good thing. So like, I just, you know, the world just seems so topsy-turvy lately, right? I don't want to get into medical stuff too much, but, you know, Bill Gates and his wife getting divorced, a little weird, right? That's kind of sketchy in my mind. And we know why, because he was with Epstein. I'm just, you know, and we're not going to get too deep, but the man was associated heavily with Epstein, yet he's going to save the world. He cares about us all. So it makes me worry a little bit. A guy who claimed to save the children and he wants to do the best for all of us, but he was hanging out with some of the, which we all know, some of the shadiest people on earth. So how is he aligned with the right frequencies? It's got to throw that out there. And then these elite people
I got a
just
comment for you on that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the 90s, and we're going to go all the way back to Enron. Who was the only guy at Enron that did not go to jail?
Hold on one second. Let me. I messed up. I don't know. Who was it?
The only guy at Enron who didn't go to jail.
Bill Gates' dad?
CEO of Enron. All right. And do you know why he didn't go to jail?
Why?
Because he was the only one that was not convicted of insider trading and selling. And do you know why he wasn't convicted?
Why?
Because the judge ordered him to sell his stock in Enron before it dumped. Which made his wife the largest shareholder of Enron, which absolved him from any responsibility of the company. Now, it doesn't stop there. Who just recently got divorced?
Bill Gates. Oh, Jeff Bezos too. Yeah, Jeff Bezos. That was a little weird too. Like, you know?
Yeah. So guess what happened to Jeff Bezos? He didn't go to jail, but he sold his stocks. And guess who was the benefactor of that selling? His wife.
The ex-wife? Or the new wife? Oh, yeah.
His ex-wife. The third, Bill Gates just got divorced. See where I'm going with this?
Ah.
Bill Gates.
Oh, you get divorced so that you don't have the operating control and you pass it over to another entity that you're not legally bonded to anymore. But you have this lifelong trust because it's all legal. So you divorce yourselves on paper because it's all a lie. Yo, this is crazy, bro, right?
And this is what the elites do that you don't hear about in the media because the media is not there to inform you. So they're just telling you got divorced and they're making all kinds of hypotheticals.
Well, I did feel like I worked for David Letterman, and the last episode we did was you could look at my names on it, was the Bill and Melinda Gates. So I worked on their episode for a month. I have so much footage of them that no one's ever seen, right? And I had to go through it all. And I went through more of it than anyone else in the whole entire show because my job was to go through all of it and give the best stuff to the editor. So no one saw as much footage as me. I saw so many behind the scenes moments of them together and talking and to me, it just like, I don't know. And then they got divorced. To me, I was just like, I don't know. Is there some truth though that he was hanging out with that? You know, I don't know. Is that, you know, was she embarrassed? Is there some real to this too?
That's the story. That's the story. I mean, let's be real here. Even if Bill Gates did hang out on Epstein's Island and Melinda knew about it,
she don't care.
She don't care. She's going to get paid either way. It doesn't matter, man. And this is how the elites are able to rug pull everybody. Is because they can get away with this stuff legally because they have so much power to do it. And you're completely clueless when they do it. And all you know, they're just getting divorced because Melinda's upset he's on Epstein's plane. Man, that's not the reason why. Everybody who's connected knows what's going to happen. Absolutely, they know this market is going to crash. They know this debt level is unsustainable. So they're going to protect their wealth. They're going to preserve their wealth, and they're going to do everything that they can under the illusion that they're doing it for this particular reason. When in reality, that's a deflection. They're fooling everybody. The 1% take all the money all the time.
Exactly my thoughts.
Yeah, go on.
Exactly my thoughts. I mean, I'm tired of saying this on the channel, on the free channel.
Yeah.
And the best way to do it is just follow the money. And let's look at Fed, for example. Fed is run by private banks.
And Fed? What do you mean? Fiat? You mean fiat?
No, the Fed in
the Fed. Yeah, let's look at the Fed. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not a government-run entity.
It's not a government entity, but it runs your taxes, my taxes, everybody's taxes, right?
So crazy, man.
So, and it's run by private banks, and who owns those banks? It always goes down to the same place, So they are finding ways. If they don't wreck you in trading, they're gonna tax you. They're gonna get it anyway. So that's how they do it.
Now, I've dabbled with this idea for a long time. And I try to bring in all information. I'm not like an evangelist, but Mark of the Beast. Do you think Bitcoin was created by the NSA? Could it be another trap? I know I love it to death, and but like, where
I don't know.
do we ever really believe we could get out of this mess? Like, or do they have us trapped at all aspects? You know what I'm saying? Or is there really a guiding light to Satoshi Nakamoto's code?
I personally don't believe in Satoshi. Okay, I think it's a figure created to divert. Okay, and I don't believe that one guy would have the power alone to do this. It's not possible. Okay, blockchain is all over the world. It's a grid. So one guy alone, he couldn't do this. Forget it. I'm in IT business. You're in IT business. You know what I'm talking about. So he couldn't do this.
No, I mean, but someone tripped over something at one point. I mean, whether it was Hal Finney, we don't know exactly who it was, but there's ideas of, everyone was working. It's just like everything else, right? Like Nikola Tesla was amazing. You can't say he didn't pick up on like harmonics and Marconi. There was other things going on like hundreds of years before. No matter how great you are, right? You piece together some other guy's amazing accomplishments or inventions. And so someone tripped over the code, like the final little piece to that code. He kind of bing, and then bam. Shout out to XRP Music up in the spot. We're having a round table, man. Shout out to everyone here, man. This is my crew, guys. This is like these are the people who started. Without these people, you would never see me here, because I started with probably 5 or 6 people watching me. Muser was my we started just talking about crypto on the beach before this channel even started. And Jose came into the group with his he mastered the Pi cycle chart. And honestly, it's crazy because we went over the Pi cycle chart and I said we were all going to sell when the line crossed. And when the line crossed, I was able to talk myself out of that idea. Oh, well, the Pi cycle guy says, and we had a plan. That was our plan, was to sell when the Pi cycle crossed. We made that plan in October. I went over it numerous times. I feel like I need to sit with Jose even more and just get my butt whipped by the old man, by a more wiser person. You know what I'm saying? Because in our youth, in our movement, we do get exuberant. And I still said, bro, we're in a rising wedge. There's a 68% chance that we are going to break to the downside. But I said, with all the money and the printing, I was like, how are they going to crash Bitcoin? And I realized is the same narrative they're giving us now to make us think it's going down was the same narrative then. I was in the shower yesterday and I was like, oh my God, I was listening to the news again. Like, you don't realize when they brainwash you. They subtly, I'm a guy who spends all his time away from the TV, tries to stay in nature, tries to block out the nonsense, and they still can feed into me and get a little piece. So imagine the people that aren't fighting it all the time, how much they're letting in and how much they're controlled. So, just wanted to bring in the idea here. Janet Yellen saying that it's good, that we're just going to keep printing money. You look amazing. Look at the Dukin with the nice shirt, man, and the tan, man. Looking sexy, man. Woo! Yeah, my man,
I'm here for the ladies out there in the stream.
Yo, you're smart, man. You never know. Please don't trip on Y2 Censor's gatekeepers. I want to share this stream with others. Thanks. Good stuff. We appreciate you exposing the lies. See that, man? Yeah, 90% of people are absolute mindless zombies. They spend our money on absolute BS. That's really just kickbacks for their cronies. Muser, what do you think about the anonymous video? Calling out Elon for getting basically government subsidies and probably spending it all on Bitcoin. And then is that the reason why he went and then hated on Bitcoin? Because he was getting government green subsidies. I don't know. What do you think of the anonymous video, man? I never got a chance to ask you about it. I don't know if you saw it. I played it last night on the channel, but
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I was out all day yesterday with my team in the playoff game, so I didn't even got home.
Yo,
watch the highlights to that.
they called this man out. His family owned, they called this man out. This man owned like an emerald mine from Zambia that was stolen. You know, they said his family, he came from high wealth, never really knew what it was to hustle. Says he treats his employees like absolute dirt, like literally like, and I've heard this before, but it's, you know, it's like, oh, I want you to hustle. It's kind of like, you know, if you watch The Last Dance, some of Michael Jordan's teammates said he was a fucking asshole, you know, but he wanted to win. So it's like, Elon wants to win. Like, he's like, I'm sleeping on the office floor. You should sleep on the office floor. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, well, we have families, bro. Like, we're not billionaires, bro. Like, we want to go home and have a life. So, I don't know. He broke down the man in a deep way. Anonymous, in a 4-minute thing, man, they really kind of threw him under the bus a little bit. Kind of painted him to be a whiny little baby who really never had a struggle as much as he says he has. Showed that he bought Tesla off 2 guys that formed it. Just bought it. Never even came up with the idea. Never of it. 2 dudes created it, and he bought it from them. Showed the 2 guys on the video with their names and everything. You could research it. Yo, they broke this man down and showed him to be a piece of paper, bro. Like, they took away his like aura and who he thinks he is. Like, it was. I'll be honest, man. I thought in a 3-minute thing. I don't know what you guys think. I'll stop talking. I talk too much. The Duke and everyone else, jump in. What do you guys think of this anonymous video, man? I'd be a little freaked out if I was Elon. I then went on to show the 10 things that they did, the biggest 10 things they did. I mean, they take governments down. They take entire security firms down that claim that they knew who they were. They do HB Harry. They took this dude down. They took numerous people down. They took the Tanzanian government down. Like, they laugh at the face of the CIA and the FBI. Like, nobody else does that in the world, man. Like, I don't know, you know?
Well, let me give you my opinion on that.
Yeah.
At least Elon shows his face.
Yep.
Okay. So, it's a guy behind the mask. It might be dangerous, yes.
You have to realize, Jose, though, these guys could do years in jail, bro. Like when we were in the Revolutionary War and we were picking off the British soldiers, we were hiding behind trees, Jose. Like, we weren't like, hey, come kill us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to move in secrecy if you want to take down the biggest governments in the world. That's just my opinion. You know?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. That's one view.
That's how the CIA works. That's how they maintain all their power, through secrecy. They don't show you who they are when they're circumventing third world countries or going throughout the world or causing coups. You know what I'm saying?
And what do we stand for? Do we stand for that?
No, we don't. You know.
So now we're standing for an anonymous guy?
I mean,
the same thing.
See, what Jose is saying is Elon is real, anonymous is not. You have the illusion of reality with anonymous because they put a photo out or a video.
Anonymous is as real as people keep listening to him.
Right. Exactly. I mean, yeah, they may have the power to do it, but it takes a group of them to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's like herding cats. Elon is a man of action. He's making things happen. Anon is not a group of action. They're a group of threateners. And it takes individuals inside that group to actually follow through with the attack.
It's like terrorism. They live on news.
Right. Right.
So, you know, are we going to stand for that? I'm not.
Right. Maybe these people should have learned TA by a lifer.
I don't like Elon. Okay. I think he's a manipulator.
It's just a face.
Big time. Okay. But I don't like the anonymous either. So I don't think he has that big of power. He has the power as people believe he has. That's all.
Yeah.
You know? As long as people listen, that's his power.
It's funny, you didn't see all this hate for Elon before when everybody was loving him. And then ever since the narrative changed with him against Bitcoin or for Bitcoin or whatever, now all of a sudden people are hating on him. Now all this news comes out, he's doing this, he's doing that. You know, it makes you think a little bit.
He's doing nothing. He's doing same as the rest of us. He's looking at a chart and he's commenting it.
That's right.
That's all. Nothing more. Because
exactly.
I remember the day that everybody was attacking Elon. Jack Dorsey made a token named "Fuck Elon." What is this? Come on, I'm sorry but it's the name of the token. I mean, this is incredible, man. I mean, Elon is doing the same as all of us. He's rich already, but he's trying to grow his wealth.
Now,
With, you know.
but is he falling into the trap like where because my thing is this. If people think he can move Bitcoin, does that make him feel powerful?
He cannot move Bitcoin.
No, I know he can. But if
move
people think he can, because people think he can. But go watch YouTube. People think he can. People go watch YouTube. I've seen even heavy analysts say, you know what, Bitcoin was going to go down.
Do you know who leads people? Do you know who's leading people to thinking he can do it? Well,
It's the people themselves.
It's the people. No, it is the people themselves. That's what. Yeah, I agree. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But my thing is this: why is he getting off on the idea that people think that he can move Bitcoin? Is what I'm saying.
Probably.
I'm sure.
And that's immature, isn't it? Isn't that immature? Like, isn't that really immature? Like, why do you want to get high off of false pretenses?
That's what narcissists do. That's what narcissists do.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's the richest man in the world. He made all calculated moves. He didn't get there by screwing up.
No, I think I when I close my eyes and I ask myself, I think he's an amazing person. Like, you know, I still don't even. The thing is, this is the other idea. I only know who the media has told me he is. I never sat in a room with him. Like, I like what Crypto Greg just said. He goes,
exactly.
The narrative changed. You guys have no idea who he is. You've never been in a room with him. Like, yeah, like, would he hold the door for me? Like, would he say hi to my daughter? Like I've had 3 friends come to my house, and like one of my or acquaintances, and one of my friends was like kind of cool with my daughter, but me and my wife were like, this guy. And then I had other 2 friends who were like, oh wow, like he was so nice to my daughter. Like, you know, you get vibes from people, right? And it's like, what kind of vibe would you get when you hang out with that guy? Like, it feels like you'd get a great vibe. Feels like he'd be a cool dude. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
See, there's something a little deeper to what he's doing. And at the end of the day, he is a businessman who's running a company. And at the end of the day, he has to look out for the shareholders because they're the ones that, you know, ultimately make the decisions of the group. And what Elon is now running up against with this new administration in place is the tax credits for carbon offset. He needs tax credits. And that's what people need to understand is he won't get those tax credits if he's promoting something that's going to compete against the very issuer of those tax credits, the United States government.
Yeah, the dollar. Yeah.
And the dollar. Yeah. He can't promote Bitcoin. He'll never get the approval to get those tax credits. And if you look at his balance sheet, he made money by selling tax credits.
Well, didn't he know that when he came out?
Yes, he knows all this. He knows all this.
So why did he put himself in what looks like a bind against the powers that be? You know, I guess, or does it matter? I guess it's just like they don't care what he says to the masses either. It's all a joke. Like, it's like, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's a controlled opposition figure. He's no better than a captured regulator. You know, he's not going to do anything that's going to upset.
Yeah, they have him by the BALZs because he's basically he has handlers. He's being handled technically. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you think he has actual? Do you think he actually has agents handling him? Do you think there's like some agents like around him or pretending to be financial people? Right.
I'm sure he's got advisors.
I think he's just a face. Actually, he will have plenty of advisors, but Elon is just a face. There should be, I don't know, maybe the 5 biggest, richest families in the world.
Yeah.
And he's just a part of them. Because they can't really come out and show their face, you know.
So funny that there's some controversy in the chat here. Someone saying, so he isn't allowed to buy. Okay, wait, I just want to follow this along here. So this channel gets me through the day. Respect. I'm even my own boss. That's funny. Hey man, it's not. I don't.
Let me ask you something,
yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
If you were the richest man in the world, would you say it to everybody else in the world?
What would I say?
Would you say it? Would you say that to would you announce that to the entire world?
Honestly, like, there was times in my life where I think I would have. I'll be honest with you guys. But as I evolve, like, I mean, if I became the richest man in the world, I think I'd be hiding out. Like, I don't think I'd want anyone to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'd just be like, I'd be kind of
So
like, honestly, we don't know who right now. We don't know who the richest man in the world is. There's like trillionaires right now, and they're not telling us. Like so
Elon
definitely,
is a
like we
front
don't know. Like definitely, the richest people in the world, we do not know who they are for sure. You know,
Elon is a frontman for them.
interesting.
Okay, and it's
I'm glad you
all.
agree.
Yeah, if we
So
really
I
knew
would-
how much they had, because I guarantee, I'm on the firm belief that back engineered alien craft in the 50s used that technology to, microwave, all the stuff you see, refrigerators, all the stuff came from private sector that learned how to create tech. Even stuff you guys don't know about in the painting world, stuff you put on your roof. There's weird like chemicals that like do certain things, and like they were created in labs, man. Some of this stuff was highly technical things that they just took pieces out of. That spray stuff you use, certain weird things you see in the hardware store to this day are like they were high tech, developed high tech paint gloss, certain things. Google this stuff; it's kind of crazy, and that sector made so much money off of technology. I believe there's a breakaway society of people that have been using a technology so far advanced from us that at this time they can't even come back and tell us. Because if they did, number one, there would be all these government. We'd have to go after the government and say, "Well, you didn't tell us. You've been lying to the public for all these years." And there would be lawsuits. And so at this point, there's a breakaway society of people that are on another level. And, same thing. And not off topic, it brings back to the idea that they're trillionaires. They're worth tons of money. They control the technology in the world in ways that we don't even conceive of because we're blind to it. Like, we don't even know what's actually really happening. I think if we thought we knew what was happening, we'd be lying to ourselves, right?
It's true. That's why you get so much military funding. I mean, military funding is the biggest investments the governments make, don't they?
Yeah.
So that's how they invest in tech, the biotechs, well, whatever kind of tech you want.
Yeah.
So someone says, how does he have...
That's done by rich people. So
I think that's
Let
760
me ask
billion.
you something. Let me ask you something, Sam. Why do you think Elon is pushing Doge?
No one's asked me that question. No one's asked me that question. So I'm like, why is Elon pushing Doge? Like, why is he pushing Doge?
Okay, do something for me. Look at those charts.
Yeah.
Look at those chart on log scale, weekly, Binance US.
The Doge chart?
Yeah. Doge USD, Binance US.
All right. And you guys keep talking while I'm doing this. Fill up that space. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll let Jose continue on the thought there. I want to hear this.
roller coasters are fun. Roller coasters make you nauseous. So that's funny. I don't think nauseous was spelled right. It's CEOUS. Yep. All right. Yeah. Why is he pushing Doge? I mean, it's like because it was a funny meme coin that it can't be that simple, right?
No. Look at those charts.
Look at the chart.
USD pair, not USDT, weekly on Binance US, not Binance. Binance US.
Okay. Doge, USDT, USD on Binance.
On the weekly?
I'm having a hard time finding the .com one. I can't tell like whether it's .com or not because it just says Binance. Oh, Binance US right there. Excellent. All right, then you want me to go to the weekly and flip it to the log chart, okay? Okay. I mean, wow, it looks like it's just stepping up. I mean, that's a bull.
It came from where?
I mean, it dumped, number one, right?
Yeah, but from where?
It says $900?
Yeah,
When?
that's right. Okay.
When was it $900? Like, I never remember that.
Coins do tend to return to their beginning, right?
No, they almost, I'll be honest, in my lifetime of trading, which is about like 10 years of solid hardcore trading and 5 years of insane, I pressed the buy button like 10,000 times or something crazy. And there's been one trade in my life I had to cut off. Only one, I'll be honest, of like hundreds. And maybe if I still held it for 10 years, I would have made money. And the idea, you know, what I'm saying is, yes, like, I'd say, I don't want to go as far as 90, but I think I'd go say as far as 85% of the time, maybe more, a stock will go right back to this high. Like Filecoin has a similar situation going on. It has a high somewhere up in the 400s.
So,
it's going
so
there.
It goes to 85%, 70%, $700, 850, right?
Wait, you're saying? What are you saying?
I'm saying that he saw that.
What though? I don't know. I don't.
He's got access to more info than us.
Yes. Yep.
So he must have different charts than us. His team does. He pays for that.
You know, that's why I think he has. Everybody thinks that he moves the market. He just knows where the market's going.
You think the richest man in the world will take a meme coin and push it all over? Just because? Bullshit.
So why is he doing it?
Because it will return there. That's
So?
what he is.
So he just wants to look smart?
No.
I don't.
If you look at all of the charts, no chart is flashing that. Only that one.
Yeah,
all other Doge charts.
Filecoin's a little similar. There's another. There's like 2 or 3 coins kind of like that.
This is the only one on Doge.
I mean, when was Doge $900 in 2020 though?
Yeah,
like
that's right.
$1,200. Like where are they getting data,
what's
man?
the date on that? What's the date on that?
August.
It says July 6th, 2020.
God.
But this is logarithmic, so it's not right. It's not like.
Put it on regular. You have a week there, all the same.
It really went there. It went, dude, on regular. When did Doge go to $1,000 a coin though? Like.
Yeah, it was those second trades that they do.
So someone just put a freaking order in on purpose. Did he put the order in on purpose to bring it to where it's gonna go? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Did they do this on purpose? Like, I'm like, I don't know.
It's gonna take time. Yes, it will.
But honestly, though, we do the math. Like the market cap for Doge to go to $1,000, like the market cap's gonna have to be like $1 trillion. Like we've been looking at that recently. Like all these people that want Doge to go to $2, I'm like, they don't know how to do the math. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like let's look at Doge. It's sitting at a $47 billion market cap. If it 10x's, it's going to be $470 billion, right?
Yeah.
At $3.60.
It's
like
going to be an
360
Ethereum market cap.
Yeah, it's going to have Ethereum's market cap to go to $33. So they wanted to go to $2. They think it's going to have a $250 billion market cap.
Well, if he starts financing, if he starts financing SpaceX with Doge, yes, he does. Think about it.
Well, how do you guys think the market cap's going to be in about 5 years? You know,
how much does it cost? How much does it cost to launch a rocket into space?
All right, where do you guys see? All right, I'm going to ask each of you guys the same question. All right, we'll start with I'm just going to go around the round from the left down. XRP Muser, are we in a bull run or a bear run? Why? What's going on? How do you feel?
I think we're still in a bull market. I think we're just in a little bear moment at the time. You know, I don't think we see a bear market for another couple months, another half a year, 6 months at least. I think the narrative everybody's pushing is that, we're going towards a bear market. You know, everybody's kind of panicking. I think the fear and greed index is at 16 today. You know, I don't see, you know, I could see Bitcoin going down to 18,000 or whatever, but I see it correcting and I see us still pushing forward. I think all the markets, I think stock market, crypto market will make a final push in the next 6 months. But then that's when I see a huge crash in all markets. So for me, I'm just waiting to get out at the right time. Hopefully, you know, obviously not going to find the top.
If every market crashes, real estate, like where do you go? Gold? Is gold the only place? Because I saw gold crash, man. I thought I could hide in gold in March, and I saw gold crash too, and I could not believe it.
Well, if all the markets crash, what goes up? The dollar. If everybody's saying inflation, crying inflation, everybody's getting out of the dollar. What do you think what are all the masses getting out of the dollar? What are the smart people getting into? The dollar.
So they're going to teach you that the dollar's shit so they can hide out in it.
Push. The next couple months, you'll hear the dollar shit, get out of the dollar. So everybody's going to flock out of the dollar into markets and anything else. And then what's going to happen? Everything's going to crash.
It's kind of like you come to the local pond and there's too many people swimming in it. So you put a bunch of fake alligators in there and tell them to fucking, right? And they fucking run on out, and then you sit there all alone, and you swim around, and you
get that. Look what happened in the tech boom. They scared everybody out of all the tech companies. There were a bunch of, retail was all in the tech companies in the late 90s, early 2000s. They scared them all out, and what happened?
I had a cutthroat.
All the smart people made all the money. All the retail investors sold.
I have a cutthroat business partner.
That's the thing. It's your game.
I have a cutthroat business partner, and he's like, you know what to do. I started a new job, and I had these new people like listening to me, and I didn't know them. They didn't know me too well. And he's like, if you don't start the narrative, they're going to start the narrative. He's like, if you don't tell them what to do, they're going to tell you what to do. He goes, this is what you do. He's like, go find a town, release a lion into the town, watch the lion kill everybody. Go kill the lion, hang the lion up in front of everybody, show them that you killed the lion. He's like, then tell them to take the lion's carcass and hang it over there. He's like, then tell them to go and, do something else. He's like, the next thing you know, they've been hearing you tell them what to do for so long, they don't remember when you weren't the king. Right? And so he was like, you create the issue, you fix the issue, and then you pound, and you maintain power, right? I
just saw a quick comment on the stream. With all this printing money, how can the dollar go up? Guys, they can manipulate the dollar. They've been doing it for years. They can manipulate. They can high interest rates. They can do it. Trust me, they can do it.
There's another factor that you also need to keep in mind too. Is it's not just the printing of money, and it's not just the issuance of printing money. You also have to keep in mind that there's something called money flow, and that money flow also determines price movement. One of the biggest things about inflation is we've recently been all unemployed. So the rate that money is moving has been slowed down. But now that states are opening up, things are opening up, that money velocity is going to increase. That's where the inflation comes from. It's not just the printing, it's the money velocity.
Now, remember when you were going into the store? It happened to me this summer. I would go into numerous, specifically in small towns, quarter shortage, coin shortage. What was that?
Fake.
What was that? What the hell was that?
It's all fake. It's all fake.
What was that fake for? Like, what were they doing? Like,
it's a test. It's a test. They wanted to see how people would react with a cashless version of society, and they had their window to do it when everything was shut down. It's easy to stop the flow and velocity of money when everything is closed because nothing gets delivered. It's a test. Will people use their credit card more than they do with cash? And it proved their test was accurate. People will use their credit card and they won't bat an eye about losing a few coins. Paper is a different story. There's no coin shortage. There's absolutely no coin shortage.
So Jesse, are we in a bull or a bear market? Where do you see us in 3 months?
Bitcoin is in a 11-year bull market, 13-year bull market. How old is Bitcoin now?
Zoom out.
Bullish.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bitcoin has been bullish since its inception. The stock market, for all intents and purposes, is also bullish since its inception. So technically, we're in a true bull market, and you get pullbacks in bull markets. Are we in a bull market? Yeah.
Excellent.
What's that Warren Buffett quote? What's the investment? If you don't expect to sit in an investment for longer than 10 years, then don't get into it or something.
Yeah.
You got to zoom out in these things, man. These markets are only going up.
You know what's sad is
down. They will correct, but they will.
I'm going to say something that's going to sound like kind of, I don't know if it's going to sound rude or not, but like, why is someone writing 1 in here? When people write weird numbers like 1, why do people put 1? whatever. I don't know. I love the change up. 1 in the chat if you agree, 2 if you disagree. I love the change up with the stream today, man. 1 in the chat if you agree, 2 if you disagree. Oh, okay. Cryptomaniac. We got people freaking. I mean, I stream every single day, 14 hours, right? People can only look at my face for 14. I mean, let's change it up, like, and let's show them that there's a community of people behind me. Like, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just do this alone. Like, Jose, are we in a bear or a bull market? What's your thoughts?
I think it's like Jesse said, the real bear market didn't came yet. Bitcoin went from 1 cent till today. We are at 35,000. I would call that a bull, a bull market.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but locally, that's what you're asking. We are in a big correction, yes. And we had that pi cycle. Now I'm going to TA. We had a bearish divergence. We had death crosses.
Yeah.
And we have a scenario that looks like 2013. And at that time, we had an 80% correction. Now, what I don't think is that we're going to have an 80% correction this time, because pi cycle didn't flash at monthly. And all the other times it did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But we're still going further down. That's what I think.
18K.
18, 20, yeah.
Somewhere.
If you look at the chart, is structure support. What have we been playing all the time at 1 hour, 4 hours? It does an extended wedge, then comes down to last flag for support, and makes what?
A double bottom.
Inverted
Right,
head and shoulder.
Yeah.
Then goes back again. So this is doing this in macro. This is my thought.
So hold on, I'm gonna. Another thing is, every trader is saying we're going down. And it's that whole scenario again now. like, if you look at this, I mean, I have 3 lines here just because I did the conservative length here. I took this like kind of just one length here, and then I took the whole pole. In a very bull market, right? In a very bull market, we get the whole pole. And I saw, that's why I was nailing in a chop market, you only get the length of the base of the triangle. Like, I changed my targets based on the market cycles, Yeah. Like, lately, the last few weeks, I'm showing you the bigger targets, but I'm saying take half right here or selling that. I'm saying don't wait. You're not going to get the target. Like, I'm not confident we're going to get these large targets anymore. So this is Bitcoin upside down, right? So these are the levels that, it makes perfect sense to me. If this was a bull pennant, that we would break to the. I love doing this, and I do it every day, and I talk about it. But my mind is such an expansive brain, and I try to question everything. So I even question my own thought when I look at it. So when I flip it this way, and I feel 100% like, yes, that's a bull pennant that would break to the upside. So then it's so much easier for me to go to the place that I don't want to go to and say, yeah, like, that's definitely going to go down. My only thought is every YouTuber in the world has this exact freaking, every guy that does a live stream like me a day has this exact pattern. They're in the exact spot. And we're all going to start shorting it down. They're going to let us win. So, like, that's my only thought, that maybe it won't go because, like, or what they'll do is they'll do the best case scenario. They're going to bring it down. So, like, I would not short Bitcoin. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been on pins and needles a little bit in my mind because I'm thinking of selling a huge portion of my entire portfolio. I've made damn near, I've made a good amount of money. I'm still up a really good amount. It would kill me to lose half, honestly, and to watch this go down to 18K. I lose another half. If I sell now and it does that, that's basically how I'll become a millionaire and the market recovers, I'll become a millionaire. So, like, I could either become worth a few $100,000 or become worth $1 million if I do the right thing in the next 2 months, 3 months, literally. It's like, I'll probably become a millionaire either way if I hold long enough, but who wants to see their account go all the way down? I'll be honest with you guys, my account's sitting at $500,000. I had 800, came all the way down. Today it's at 444. If I watch this go down to 200, I'm a freaking, like, it's not going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to navigate yeah.
So, but how would you feel if you sold all that and it went up? You know?
I think I'd be cool with it. I asked myself that the other day. I sat myself with this the other day. I said, if I sell right now everything and I'm cool with it, right? And watch. And Bitcoin comes up, does the breakout, we'll do the retest, and then starts to fly, right? If I could get the confirmed breakout, now they could even do this and they could dump it again. I've seen them break it out and then dump it again. And I could go in hard and then they could kill me. I've seen it, right? So that's possible. They could bring it down. I would watch them bring it down first. I would only sell everything here if this retest occurs. If it retests this bottom trend line and we start to dump.
So
that's where you short. You don't short the initial fall off. You short the retest of the bottom trend line. You see what I'm saying? Now, if we do pump, I say we get up to this level and then we retrace, I'll get in here. And I'm okay. In my opinion, I'm okay missing this gap in price. And these are really serious thoughts we all have to think about. Like, I'm okay with missing 20% of my portfolio. And instead of doing this. So if it does pump, so be it. And you know what? If it does pump and I don't get back in, then I made $500,000. And I could go walk away and freaking go plant freaking beans in the freaking Costa Rica.
If it dumps, so
you know?
If it dumps, do you see a correction after that, obviously? Do you see it going back up?
Of course. Of course. So fast. And it's going to be super fast.
So would it be worse to sell now and it go up, or would it be worse to keep it in, let it drop, and then come back up? You know,
I would try to buy back in. I would try to get in. I'm not going to say I'm going to get, you know how that bottom happens in literally a half a second. It's like bling and the whole world's going crazy. It's like they make it almost impossible to get in. But once I see the V-shaped recovery, I can start to ladder back into things that I got out of. And then I can keep $100,000 on the side and buy back everything that I already had. Maybe even $180,000 on the side. That's how I pay myself $180,000 for the year and then get all my bags back. You know? So it's like I don't ever want to go back to work again, man. And I'm here at the place where I feel like I won't. But if they tank me down, freaking, oh man, like it's you know. I mean, I'm not gonna sell all of my Bitcoins. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna unload my whole portfolio. But so, man, I'll be honest, man.
I mean, if you're in serious profits, yeah, take some profits for you. You got to pay.
I turn $100,000 into $500,000. like I think, like you know, and I can protect the profits at this point. You know, and I've taken $100,000 off the table already. I have $100,000 waiting right now to go back in the market, and I still haven't gotten back in. I didn't buy my cake fully back yet. You know, even though it looks so scrumptious at 16, 17, 18, I'm still like, I could get it back at $10 again if this goes. It could go back at $8 if this happens. You know, and I'd rather miss an initial pump and ladder in again. And my wife broke it down for me. She said, you turn 1,800 into 50 grand with cake. So what if it goes to 25 and you buy back in for 15 grand? Because I was like, but I won't get all my 2,000 cake back. And she said, so what? She said, you could put it in Solana, or you could find another coin. She's like, you're a good trader. Be confident in your trades. Why are you stuck on one coin? Let it ride. Let it go. So I don't know. I mean, what are you guys thinking? Like, what are your plans? Like, what would you do? You know? And I'm telling everyone, like, these are your scenarios. I'm not a psychic. You know, everyone looks to me at one point like I know exactly what Bitcoin's going to do because I had it pretty good for 8-9 months. Like, this is really the nitty gritty here, you know? So it's, and I stare at this pattern now every day for 6-7 days. It's becoming Groundhog Day. I'll be honest with you guys. It's becoming Groundhog Day. It's the same day every day. It's like, I can't wait to look back on this pennant and be out of it or down from it. Just get us out. Like, send us out or send us up, you know?
Yeah.
Jose, what did you do? What are you doing? Because I know you're heavy in the futures trading. And
I'm scalping this at 3 minutes. Up and down, up and down. So I don't care if it breaks down or up. I will follow it. Short it or long.
You're gonna short it or long it, right?
Yeah.
Regardless. Do you have are you long-term invested like me? Like, do you have a huge bag that's just sitting there, like that could just go with the ways of the market, or are you heavily in USDC, just jumping in and out?
No. Right now, I'm having 90% of my portfolio is in spot because I believe we didn't reach the top yet, and this is only a correction. Okay, so I'll leave it be till the top.
So should I just diamond hand my ass and watch myself go down to $250,000 and say, oh, well, like I still got $250,000 in savings and like just because you know what it is? There's 3 times in this market. Before my portfolio was never that big. So when it did a shift, I was like, I could have made 20, 30K. You know, the initial shift in like, there was a shift right before a huge bump up in February. And my account got to like 280K. And then it went back down to like 179. And I looked at my wife, damn, had I sold, I would have made 80K, right? And bought back. I mean, it's, you know, then it did it again. It went to like 700 or 600 and went back down to like 520. And like, there was 3 big moves in this market where I could have easily made $750,000 had I just sold the top perfectly of everything, you know, of every single thing I had. Just press that go into USDC button, which 3 commas has, which is pretty cool. 3 commas has an exit button. Like it'll flip your entire portfolio into USDC. You'll probably pay a bunch in market making fees, but it'll flip you. It'll flip everything you own in 1 second. Like you'll just press convert entire portfolio to USDC. Something you can't do on Binance, like something you can't do with a lot of other programs. So, you know, maybe
on Binance you can do it on futures zone.
Oh, wait, we got Renchi coming in here. Hold up. We got Renchi now. We got the crew, man. Hadouken, are we in a bear or a bull market, man? You know?
I agree with Jose. I think it's a big correction. And I still believe that there is a big chance that we don't drop to 20K or 18. We do drop to 25, and then we head back up. That's where the bull run starts. But it'll be for Bitcoin. And same as 2013, I really do think the bull run got extended till 2022. And Bitcoin reaches top till about January. One final pump for the altcoins in Jan to Feb, and that's it.
Renchi, what's going on, man?
Hello. How's my audio?
You're a little lower than everyone,
Right.
But not too bad. Not too bad.
How's it going?
Good. How you feeling, man? Across the pond, how's everything been going for you, my friend? Just so everyone knows, man, Renchi, everyone here, man, helped me get where I am today. And I owe them all so much gratitude, honestly. Every single person here on this live stream. Because everyone here had a conversation with me alone numerous times when I was either lost, scared, just worried, just, you know, trying to figure out what YouTube was about, trying to find my way. And if anyone looks you in the face and says that they do everything alone and even like confidence and building themselves up, no, everyone has a support system, you know, and these are my dudes, man. When I'm in a state when I need everyone needs support, even the lifer, right? So these are my peoples. Renchi, I was asking everyone, are we in a bull or a bear market? And I just want to see what your ideas are. What are your thoughts and why?
I'm still bullish to the moon, but it might be, I don't know. It's not going to be a straight journey, of course. I'm just making yield and taking my time.
Are you now? I own some Polkadot, but I own no. I'll be honest. My whole life, when everyone is into something, sometimes I kind of like lately, I've been like, I may miss the entire Polkadot movement, honestly. I don't have Kusama. I don't have Fala. I don't have Akala. I'm not chasing. Something in me is just telling me not to chase, just to own Polkadot and be happy and not chase the rest of it. Is that a bad decision? What do you think of my idea there? You know, what are you doing in the Polkadot space? And what could I do to maybe benefit myself that you think I could be doing more?
Yeah, all right. So we missed some of the speculation getting in super early, but not too late. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm looking at Kusama to dot ratio. So I'm looking, because the parachains happened first on Kusama. So I made a swap earlier on to go more heavy into Kusama. So I'll be looking I'm looking at the ratio and finding good levels to level out. So that's a play I'm looking for at the moment in that ecosystem. Then of course, I'll be watching to see how the Kusama parachain
is you can make more DOT with Kusama, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's outperforming it. I mean, yeah.
The ratio hovered around 7 for a while, and then at the moment it's now at 17. So I made a swap back then, so now I'm looking levels to ladder out.
Interesting. Another chart I wanted to show everybody that I've shown a few times, but I haven't gone like hard on. It just hit my mind. I looked at a comment and it hit me real quick. You go to the monthly on Bitcoin, okay? And you draw a fib. And as I tell people, every time frame is the same. We're the ones who bend time and space. Time and space exists. Our mind decides to change it around, right? So what I mean is like the daily chart is the same as the 1 minute chart in 1,000 years. And look, dude, we just came to the 618 retracement. Now we're at the 0.5 fib. Like, this doesn't even look like a big deal. Like, you know, like when I look at this, this is just like a regular old correction that you've seen on any chart at any time. So that's pretty interesting to me too, because it's like, well, I'm on it actually. Look, my face is on it. But look, let me double click in here. You can just see this is just a retracement to the 0.5 Fibonacci. There's the 618. We wicked to the 618. Then we made it all the way back up to the 0.5 fib. I mean, now we're holding the 0.5 fib. So to me, like, as long as we stay above 35K, we hold this 0.5 Fibonacci level, you know? Then we'd have to come down and test this, which has a candle closing on it right there, which is pretty cool, right? At 28,000. I'm going to say 28,000 is the low with a wick down into the like 25.6, 26.7 area. That's it. That's it, man. I don't see how they're going to blow through the 706, the 786. I don't see it. But you know what? These guys seem to amaze me every time. So, but I just want to put that on your radar, on everyone's radar too. Like just regular old Fibonacci correction. Like it's not like that's not even an 886. Like it's on the 0.5 right now. I don't know.
Yeah, and one of the charts I've been paying close attention to is the DXY. You see it's on a, if you pull it up, it's on a low support where it's been at. It's dropped to a couple times, and I see it drop into. And I mean, obviously, we know that when the DXY drops, Bitcoin goes up. And if you see that on Bitcoin, look at the DXY, it's the exact opposite.
I mean, one thing is, though, 4 hours oversold. Daily's overbought, though. Beautiful. So, and look, and what I showed, too, remember, I called this out. It's funny. So I love TA, man. Look, I did a head and a shoulder, remember? And I said, this is a head and shoulder, man. That's going to dump. And so far, it's continuing to dump. This is its support right here at about 89.2, right? And so, and you could try to call it a double bottom.
Put it on the, what are we on right there? What is that time frame?
This is the daily.
Put it on the weekly.
Yeah, see, the weekly looks like a lot like Bitcoin, though. So how are they both oversold? How's that going to play out? Which is interesting. You know, Bitcoin's extremely oversold. Yeah, so there's the low support 88.30. We did bounce twice, really close off that 89 region, and we did do a double bottom there. I see what you're saying, man. I like what you said because I always say on my channel, I'm like, well, how's the dollar going to go up if they keep printing it? And you say, well, they'll manipulate it then. They'll hide interest rate. They'll freaking bury gold. I don't know, however they do it, you know. There's also, look, cup and handle. Look at that. And we all know, man, I'm like a firm believer that these do some damage. At least back to the all-time high, which is 119. That would be crazy, though, to see the dollar pump like that.
At one point it will, but I see it crashing first and then pumping, I'm telling you. But another thing I've been paying attention to is Google searches, right? Google searches and inflation talk has been going up drastically in the last couple months. Also, what was the other thing that's been going up? Oh, day trading. Learning how to day trade has skyrocketed in the last 6 months, obviously from the pandemic. But those are signs that, you know, I see them. That's another sign that says the bull market continues. Because look what's still going on. You still, you know, AMC, all these.
I've never seen so many people trying to trade. It's honestly the best for my business. I've never like people want to get tutored. People want to learn. People want in on these markets. People are at home, dude. You have to remember, a lot of people are at home getting a free check right now. Their bills are paid, and they have free time. You know.
And what are we about to get in the summertime? And what do people like to do in the summertime? They like to make money and spend money, don't they?
Yeah. They like to get free with the cash. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's go parasailing. Oh, we get the jet skis. We only do it once a year, you know. But honey, we put it on the credit card. We'll make it. It's like, you know, people just spend that.
More and more people are working from home now, you know.
Yep. It's true.
A lot of signs saying that this continues. But yeah, correction. I agree with most everybody here. Correction down to, you know, 25, 20. But then I think we boom out of there.
President Trump today said Bitcoin seems like a scam to me. He said, he said one thing I did like. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the guy. I'm not a huge fan of any politicians. I just want to make that clear. So don't hate on me because I said I wasn't a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle. Like, I don't really like buddy up to any guy, billionaire, who figured out his way manipulating most people. I mean, let's be honest. So, as much as you want to like any politician, like they fit a mold. All right. And he said he wants the U.S. dollar to be the strongest currency in the world, you know, and he sees that the Bitcoin is competing, and he said, well, why, you know, I don't want anything to compete with the U.S. dollar.
Crypto Greg just said something very important, which everybody should, if they don't know yet, they should know by now. 95% of day traders lose money.
Yeah.
95%.
Yeah, you better know what you're doing. Like, if you don't know how to read the charts like me and scalp on the 1-2 minute, you're getting wrecked. Dude, I can get wrecked. And I've been doing this for years. I can lose my whole portfolio in a couple days just not disciplining myself. Like, I've learned these lessons now. Like, trading is like walking a tightrope, bro. You can walk that tightrope for 5 years straight, and you can ruin it all in 2 weeks. You can ruin it all in 2 weeks. Like, say you had a $500,000 portfolio, and then you see your neighbor pull up in a $120,000 Mercedes, and you feel like you just need to have a lifestyle that looks cool. And then someone tells you Doge is going to pump, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to take 200 grand, and then I'll make 200 grand in a week. Instead of just putting 5 grand in small trades, even when you're already worth 500,000, because you know you want to just piece away and make your way, and you've already made it to the golden place. Like, you don't have to go there. You risk that whole chunk again, and next thing you know, you lose 200 grand. Like, you're back to 200,000. You get depressed. You start making crazier trades. You flood that back to 100 grand. Honestly,
you know, and the people that usually make money in this market are the ones that have enough money to put it in there and leave it in. You know.
Well, it's funny you said that. You guys mentioned something, and I didn't want to be rude about it, but it was like when my account was 100 grand, I cared so much about $10,000. When I was down 2 or 3 grand, it made me a little sick inside. Now my account's 500 grand. When I'm down 5 grand, I do not care. Like, it does not matter to me. Like, so I can hold way longer now. And I realize the more you're worth, the way easier it is to make money in the markets, because you have the patience to just sit there. You start looking at the weekly chart more when you have more money. You don't care about the daily and the 4 hour ever again. You're like, that's clown talk. Like, that's just like always, even if you knew you could make more money, it's a waste of your time for that percentage gain. And honestly, you don't. Go to CoinBureau. Last video I watched before I went to bed. Shout out to CoinBureau too. I mean, if you don't like that guy's channel, if you're not a fan of CoinBureau, then you have something seriously wrong with you. The guy is spot on. Guy is amazing. I just want to go to CoinBureau right now and show the video that he's talking about. It's super important because he talks about hedge funds, and he talks about how they're trading. And he breaks down the data. And when he breaks down the data, he shows how they do quantitative longs, quantitative shorts. Only 50% of all the hedge funds are quantitative short, meaning they'll short when they have a chance, right? And he said not one of them, with all of their money and all of their data and analysis, like everything that they're doing, not one of them beat a hodl strategy. Not one. And these are multi-billion-dollar hedge funds with access to the highest quality data and the highest quality streams. And he's telling you right here.
And $10 billion.
He shows you right here.
In total.
He shows you what they're buying. He shows you what they're into. He shows you what exchanges they're using.
Hedge funds using sophisticated trading
Listen to this.
Performance of the long-short strategies did not justify the underperformance in 2020. On average, if you had been investing in a fund that employed the standard discretionary long strategy, you would have been better over the 2 years that it was tracked.
So for 2 years in this fund, had you just done long only, had you got into coins and done nothing, you would have beaten the discretionary long and short, you would have beaten the quantitative long and short, or the multi-strategy. Either one did not win a guy who just sat there and bought his coins and went and played with his family and went for walks in the park and enjoyed his life. Now you got the benefit of a quality of life and a fat bank account. So what if I could have... Now, if you were an amazing trader, like Dan the chart guy says he beats that every time. Dan the chart guy, he's out of his mind. But Dan the chart guy is in front of the chart for 10, 12 hours a day. Right? So it's like, okay, yeah, I can make $1 million in the market. You can make $3 million. But I made $1 million and then went sailing and went camping and, you know, did an ayahuasca fest down in Brazil and lived my life. And, you know, you didn't. So this is like a key point that like people want to laugh at us hodlers and make us look like, but dude, these big hedge funds aren't beating us. You know?
Well, there is something that people should keep in mind, and this is very important.
Yep.
It's something that I learned personally because I was, you know, I started small, right? So I was watching every single one of them. Well, even you guys, when you were scalping with, I don't know, 1,500, $2,000 per trade.
Yeah.
Good. So do what's best for you and do it for the right reasons. If your goal is to make money, go after the money. Me personally, I'm here for the money. Okay, so holding Bitcoin right now, it's great because it's an asset that's in 20 years is going to be the biggest one. That's all good. But in the position I'm in and the position that I want to get to, is the best thing to do is go after the money now and buy back in the bear market, because it puts me in a position just to be able to hodl for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So that's the best thing for me. But if I look at you playing with $100,000 when I'm starting out with 10, I'm not doing it for the right reasons. So it's just like you said, when you see someone pull up with a $50,000 Mercedes and you want to get there, it's not the right reason. And that guy, if he's making $1 million hodling and just going out sailing, camping or whatever, he's doing it for the right reasons. He's making money, he's giving time to his family, he's taking care of his life, and that's the way it should be. So the right reason, I think, is more important.
This guy said, this is rude. I think this is rude. Oh, no. Okay. Thank God he coupled with the second comment. Because if he just left the first comment, he was like, this dude should do sleep hypnosis. He goes so relaxed. No, when listening to Hadouken talk, literally will put you in a calm state of mind. Like, literally, I could just call Hadouken and be like, just talk for a little while. I'll just sit there and be like, all right, I feel great now. I don't even know what you said, but I feel great. No, he speaks very calmly. Yeah, no, that's why we love him, man. That's why this team is strong, man. I got people that found me online and were like, bro, like Hadouken was like, yo, you changed my life. You changed how I look at things. Like, I want to ride with you. Like, and I'm like, yo, and the vibe was like, I don't know, man. I keep talking about, when I talk about Hadouken, I keep talking about the right hand in the Game of Thrones, because he makes me feel like there's this always constant support, loyal system there that like, and he's always and he's okay with me being a human. He's okay with me being overwhelmed. He realizes that some people forget that I'm a human being. Like, they like, you should see the DMs and the messages I get from people. It's like, bro, I'm a human being. Like, you know, I'm not a robot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I just want to day trade with Hadouken all day, says Crypto Greg. So there's no, like, I worry about inflation. Like, I worry about stacking the dollar. Like, I'm personally, XRP Music had a great idea, but like, I'm just going to keep stacking Bitcoin. Like, personally, just like, it just aligns with me. Like, I'm never going to like jump into cash and buy my Bitcoin. I don't see that ever happening. Like, I may do portions of my portfolio to gain more back, but I don't see myself. I just bought $500 worth of Bitcoin in front of you guys. I'm not selling that. I'm not selling that. If I ever get rid of that, I'll exchange it for property.
No, I would never sell 100% of my crypto. But what I was saying was you got to take profits, and taking profits is putting in fiat. I mean, you can't. The problem is you can't buy things with Bitcoin. You can't buy things with crypto yet.
No, yeah.
At this point, so you at some point you
Well,
got.
no, you can, you can, bro. You can do it all now. You can, you really can.
But I wouldn't want
Except
to
for like,
use it.
yeah.
No, keep going.
No, that's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely never taking 100% of my crypto out. But at some point, when I see, when I was talking about before, the narrative is going to be, you know, inflation, get out of the dollar. You know, I just see that as trying to get the masses out of the dollar. And you know, I always try to think, you know, what would the powers that be want us to do? They want us to get out of the dollar, get into the markets, and what are they going to do? They're going to crash the markets. So, you know, I always think to have that in the back of my mind, at least.
What the F is this guy talking about? He says, of course you can buy stuff with. He knows that. He's just saying, like right now, my landlord ain't taking Bitcoin, bro. I'm just saying,
yeah,
you know,
you
like
can buy some things with crypto.
Like Roach Brothers in my local area does not. But you can get a Blockfolio card now. There's enough credit cards now that are doing it on the back end. You can kind of like, you know.
Yeah, but you want to.
And his point is this: if I take profits in VeChain in Bitcoin. Okay, and Bitcoin and VeChain dump, like I can't buy more VeChain.
Yeah, you're not gonna buy shit if it's dump.
But if I sold VeChain at 27 cents for 20 grand and then VeChain goes to 10 grand, I can now buy back double my VeChain, you know. So
and what I was saying was, what happens if the market's dumped? Dollar goes up. And I don't mean stay in the dollar. And then whenever the market's dumped, then buy up them cheap assets.
Yeah.
Put it right back in those assets. Buy that fear up.
So like right now, man, I'm telling you, I got 550 and I got 60 liquid. Should I be more liquid? You know, I got 90 liquid, but 30 I want to live off of. Like 30 is like to know that I have it. My wife was always like, you should have 30 grand saved in case. But I'm always like, but that 30 grand should be Bitcoin. And she's begging me to be like, yo, stop spending all of our fiat. She's like, stop. She literally was like, you're done. She's like, you're done. Like, she's going to find out about this $500 of Bitcoin I just bought. But I tell her, I'm like, but I can't keep it in the dollar. Like, why am I keeping it in the dollar? Like, you know, I'm like, why am I keeping it in the dollar? You know?
I agree with her. You should have cash on hand. You should have liquidity at all times. I'm of the opinion you should have at least 20% of your net worth in liquidity.
20% in liquidity at all times, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing too bad then, because right now I'm sitting on right now I'm sitting about 18% liquidity. Okay. Hey, I'm learning something for you. So Jesse,
I just sent you.
I mean, if you think the market's yes.
No, go on. Yeah, finish that thought. Yeah. Oh, I'm through.
I'm saying if you think the market is going to dump, then you should have dry powder ready to go to buy the dump.
Definitely.
It depends on how convicted you are. How strong of an opinion do you have about the market dumping? Then the next question is going to be, what do you think that timing is going to be? The timing is the thing you can't account for. That's the hard part. That's why you got to have liquidity ready to go.
It's true, man. We don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. So if you're spending all of your fiat to buy crypto with the assumption that the market's going to dump, that's going to put you in a tight spot, real tight spot.
Well, I'm not saying that. Like I'm saying
liquidity.
Well, I'm saying when this market dumps, I would like to take out 20K, and she's going to say no. Like, we should have a safety net in fiat, and I'm like, but why? Like, if I know Bitcoin's going to go up, why the hell would I keep it in a dollar? Like,
because
like
you
I might
need
as well buy
dollars.
ounces. I might as well buy ounces of gold then. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy ounces of gold then. I just.
Well, you're
not
thinking
liquid.
like a businessman.
It's not
and
liquid.
That's good, but we all know that wives.
Yeah, I'm overanalyzing the ratio that's always in my hand. That's what. Yeah, Hadouken's kind of. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm always saying, like there's always a trade to be made. Like I'm looking at the opportunity cost of holding the dollar. You know, I'm like, oh man, like, you know, like it's better to buy a used car and then resell the used car. I don't know. I'm just thinking of crazy ideas to like.
You can't go in. I mean, back to crypto. You can go in a grocery store and use your crypto card, but you can't go in a grocery store and pay in gold.
Well, you know what it is good about? You don't spend any money when you do what I do, because you don't have any.
Well, that's
like you have it. Like you have serious wealth. Like you walk around like, but you don't go and spend money because you don't like. I'll be honest, guys. In January, I'll tell you guys a real story. If you want to know what real like, I mean, my net worth was probably $100,000 in November. I'll be dead honest with everybody. Maybe a little more than that. But you know, my crypto portfolio was sitting at like 98,000. I think somewhere in like August, something like that. And then, YouTube threatened to take my channel away the first week of January. I had to stream on my other channel. I had just hit 1,000 subs, and then I couldn't monetize my first week. I was super depressed. I was like, man, like I tried on this for a year. It's going to blow up in my face. I have no money. I'm going to have to go back to work. And I had like $5,000 in my bank account. And I emptied it out until there was like 2,000 left into Bitcoin. My last $3,000, I was like, you know what? I'll get a job. Something will happen. I was like, I'll find a way out of this, you know? And I mean, Bitcoin would just continue to pump up. You know, that was when Bitcoin was probably at like 30K at that point, you know? And honestly, I got a call out of nowhere. This is a true story from an old friend of mine that I'd worked for in New York City. And he's like, hey man, I'm an engineer and I'm engineering these shows. And I built their whole network, but I don't want to deal with them. They're pains. Like I have enough people to deal with. And these people were he's like, you're a lot nicer of a guy. He's like, you have more patience than me. He's like, I think your smiley face and your blonde hair, and I'll send you in there and you'll just be like, eh. He's like, and I'll turn you into a technical director. He's like, and you're going to be remote technical director of this whole show, and you're going to go over all their tech for them. And I was like, wow. He's like, I'm going to give you a $7,000 contract for a month, and then it's going to pay you $3,500 for 3 months. And I was like, and I literally was down to my last, like I was like down to my last. Like even my parents were like, pay us when I live in my dad's house. My dad was like, pay us when you can. Like, we know you're struggling. Like, my wife had lost her job. I was on unemployment. Granted, on paper, it looked horrible. I kept stacking Bitcoin the whole time. Like, I knew where I was going. Like, I purposely made my paper life look horrible while I knew where I was going. Like, I'm painting up more. But my point is, I dried up that money where I couldn't be spent on. I couldn't go to the dinner with my family. I couldn't go buy a new car. I wasn't getting new shoes. I was wearing the same clothes. Like, I was getting, used skates for my daughter when I could, even though, now most people could have $300,000-400,000 in the bank and they consider themselves loaded and start going out. And I consider myself broke as a joke. Until I'm a millionaire, I am broke as a joke. Like, and even then, like,
Sam, that's the great thing about being crypto. You don't live beyond your means anymore, right? You think of money different now. You think it like, you don't spend it on stupid things anymore. You see your friends out there spending money at bars. They're going crazy since the mass lifts and everybody's going out and spending all their money. I think differently. I'm saving my money. I'm putting it in crypto. I'm putting it in investments. I don't buy stupid things anymore. I think way differently about spending my money. That's just something you learn when you're in crypto, man.
And you know what's cool too is like, this is the guy that I hang out with. Like when I go and spend time, like, so our conversations are based on this energy, right? Our conversations are based on establishing wealth. And then we meet another friend that comes into the fold. And next thing you know, you have 5 or 10 friends and like not one of you are, you're looking at other people and you're like, wow, man, like we're here for the long haul. Like we're going to be wealthy. Like we're going to be wealthy. Like we're going to have a home.
Damn. What do we do when we hang out? Do we go to the bars and spend a bunch of money, go out to eat? Do we go out to eat and do all that? No,
we make sandwiches. We go sailing.
Right?
We have some of the most natural, amazing fun in the world, man.
Without spending our money.
It's funny. I was watching a guy.
You're the sum of the people you hang around with. If you hang around with a bunch of people who are in unemployment, you're going to wind up in unemployment. I mean, your mom was right years ago, telling you, it's who you hang out with. You hang out with a bad crowd, you're going to get rotten and spoiled like the bad apples. You hang around with guys who have the same interests, you're going to go to the same places they're going.
And that brings me back to every once in a while I get the 99. I get 90. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
The hardest thing in life is slowly getting rid of those friends that are keeping you down, man. And it's hard to do, but it's the most important thing to do, man, because those friends will tear you down.
Somebody a lot smarter than me said to me a long time ago, the people that you party with are not going to be the people that you starve with.
That you start with?
Starve.
The people that you party with aren't going to be people that you starve with. No?
As soon as you're struggling, they're going to bail on you. They all do. You can't party and hang with the big dogs anymore. They're going to leave you behind because you can't party and hang with the big dogs. They don't care. They're out. Choose your friends. Choose your circle carefully.
Well, honestly, my circle got smaller and smaller as I became a bigger individual. Like when the more individual, like my even friends right now, like I broke out into this crypto guy, and it started with me texting them, guys, like there's gonna be a market coming, like you need to get involved, you need to, and they were like, we don't want to. They kept making fun of me. Honestly, my own friends ridiculed and like even and it was like fun play, but after a while it was bullying. Like they were bullying me, man, and I was like, yo, like I'm trying to help you guys, and I was like, you know what? I told them, I said, these will be some of the last text messages you ever get. I'm starting my own trading group, and I'm going to use these little fingers and my little texts for people that really want the knowledge, for people that want to change their lives, for people that really realize that I'm busting my butt here to give you guys value, you know? And it was like, and someone the other day said, oh, you don't talk to your friends anymore. You have your fake family on YouTube, right? And honestly, guys, you are the realest people I've ever met. It's not a fake, like from the outside world. I have digital friends, and my life is freaking. I'm a computer nerd, right? Like you live on the internet, like you're the crypto lifer. But I will go see Jesse one day. Like we have a bond. Like he is my friend, bro. Like I know who he is. Like you know. And then I brought in my own friends into the fold that were with me before I started the show, and it's like, bro, you gotta find people that are aligned with where you're going. You can't sail a boat if not everyone's knows how to sail the boat together, right? So it's like you want to move forward with the right crew, you know? How do you do that? Well, you got to be an individual. And then people will see you that are like you, and they'll find you, right?
Align yourself, find yourself, and that's when you find the right people. The answer lies within.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, we definitely got to have a meetup at some point at wherever we can do it.
Boundaries. The important thing to keep in mind is you have to establish boundaries. Boundaries in your crypto trading, boundaries in your friendships, boundaries in your interactions with others, and you got to maintain those boundaries. Hold the line. You have to put up walls to keep certain people out, and you also have to put up walls to keep certain things in. And you got to support those boundaries and enforce those boundaries. And the moment that you recognize toxicity or something negative, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
How many lives have you lived, Jesse? Jesus. Oh, man.
He's a jungle cat. Jungle cat.
This guy's amazing, man. People were fiending for. You should have seen after he was on the last live stream. People were like, yo, who is that guy? Like, he's got to be on every day, man. Like, you got to have that guy on every day. Like, oh my God.
I just fix scars. Just fix scars. As you get older, man, you need less and less people in your life. And I say need with a caveat. I'm of the opinion that you don't really need anybody. You want people in your life. You know, when you start needing people, and you lose your sense of individuality.
Crazy, man. Yeah, I was always trying to start businesses, and I always thought I needed a partner. And my friend was like, "Oh, it works best with a partner." And so I'd like buddy with someone, it wouldn't work. Buddy with another person, and you know, I went back to my dad. My dad used to sit with me, and he'd just be sipping a beer, and he'd be like, and he'd swear, he'd be like, "I fucking love golf." And I'd be like, "Why, Dad?" And he goes, "You know, because it's fucking you against the world." He's like, "It's just you, man. There's no one to blame. Like, it's your shot. It's your time. You know, you can't look at the goalie. You can't say, hey, you know," and it's like, yeah, you know, that's kind of how YouTube is too. Like, you know, you wake up like, I didn't know we were going to have this round table today. Honestly, I felt a little dry energy on my show last couple, like today I felt dry energy. I did. I can feel energy, and I just felt like dry energy. And I was like, you know what? I want to mix up the energy today and get more people on the show. And honestly, this Janet Yellen pisses me off. She pisses me off, and I want to let everyone know, like, her face pisses me off. Her voice pisses me off.
Dinosaur.
She's a freak. I've hated that woman since the day I've seen her at the IMF.
Why do these people get in these positions?
Man, this is what they do. They consolidate power.
It's a system.
It's a system. Yeah, it's what they do. They get their pass, and then once they toe the line and they do what their masters tell them to do, and they do it, then they get another promotion, and the cycle keeps repeating. I mean, this is not her first time on top of the financial world, man. She's been there before because she does exactly what they want her to do. I mean, listen to what she says. Listen to what she said on the White House lawn today. Yeah, you're seeing a increase in airline prices, and that's a good thing. I mean, she's talking about prices going up as being good. She's completely being disconnected from reality. And these are the people that they're putting on stage for everybody to milk and drink afterwards. It's disgusting.
Her point is, this is what her point is. I'm going to explain it for people that kind of are a little confused because it's confusing. Interest rates, they mean two things, right? How much you have to pay to borrow and how much you get paid to save, all right? Now, when we have a lot of savings like we did when we produced a lot in the 40s and the 50s, right? America had savings. So when the interest rate go up, it's good for Americans because they make more money on their savings, okay? Right now, in the last year, you were punished for saving. Had you had any money in your savings account, all you did was watch your buddy tell you how he made $7,000 on Doge, AMC, and GMC. And you were like, oh, well, my money went from $1,000 to $997 because I'm losing inflationary, like they're printing it so fast, right? So savings kept going down and down and down and down and down and down. And the big boys kept making money and money and money and money. Now they're going to flip the script. They're going to raise the prices when you have less savings. And they're going to say it's good for you because now you can get more back on your savings. No one has a savings anymore to make that money back. If they had done this, they should have raised the interest rate when we had a savings 5 years ago. That's the only thing I agree with Peter Schiff on. He kept saying, we need to raise an interest rate and we need to cause a depression. We need a depression. Like the economy has to reset. And then Americans have to stop spending and start saving. What happened in 2008? Most of Americans were making, if they did make $100,000 a year or $60,000 a year, they were taking out credit cards, buying $50,000 F-150 trucks, flat screens for their kids. Everything was going to China. Everything was going. And then these big businesses they didn't have any factories in Milwaukee. They weren't making any of the cars here. So the money just kept flying. We were taking credit cards and so we were working hard for our value and then just sending it overseas. Nobody was saving a dime. A dime. Saving was just like, the word saving became a lie. Like they say right now, what is the statistic, Jesse? And is it right? I don't know about savings in America. I have one that I can throw out there, but they say like 90% of Americans have less than $10,000 in the bank account or something like that, right? Is that real?
It's lower than it actually. It's $500.
It's like us three right here where are they? Us three right now are elite. Us five right here are elite. Like we're the elite of the world. Telling us we're in the top like 5 or 6% of people because we have a savings account.
Yep. They have to eliminate the debt that they've created to sustain all these programs that they've created. And one of these programs is the military-industrial complex. The other program is secrecy. The secrecy program in the United States government is probably the largest budget that you've never heard about. They have to keep things secret. How much money do you think they pay to keep that secret? These are black budgets. You know, $3 trillion didn't go missing at the Pentagon in 2001 for no reason. This is dark money. Dark money.
You know, all that tax money that we pay, you think it goes to schools and roads and stuff? Nope.
It pays the VIG on the fee, on the interest rate to the Federal Reserve, on the dollars that we're borrowing.
Mike Maloney.
We have, that stat that I posted in the chat earlier.
They said if we took all the tax dollars, we still wouldn't pay off the debt.
We wouldn't. We can't even pay the interest payments on the debt with the tax rate.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like,
we have a 3% GDP. Dare I say it's probably negative 3% GDP because we don't produce a damn thing in this country anymore. We're a service country. We serve, and you multiply that at 4% growth of the money supply. we're at 12% inflation, if not higher. And the problem is we
or a minute.
Oh, a week. I mean, this is the games they play with us. Nobody knows the real numbers anymore because they keep taking things away. I mean, they took away the M3 money supply not too long ago. That's the velocity of money measurement. How are you supposed to actually? Yeah. How are you supposed to make an educated decision if they're taking away information? They've changed the definition of inflation every year. Every year. Housing used to be a measure of inflation. Food costs used to be a measure of inflation. It's all gone. It's all gone. That's what we're dealing with. You can't operate with a critical mind when they're taking key information away from you. So you're forced to connect the dots. And in my opinion, that's dangerous because we're never going to be able to see the triggers and the warnings that are really, bubbling underneath the surface of this thing.
People think that we just started printing money from the pandemic and stuff like that. But Sam, me and you sat down when I had the restaurant months before the pandemic talking about they were doing quantitative easing. It started October, they kept doing more and more, and then the pandemic hit, and then it gave them more of an excuse to print more money. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing it at least a year before that.
Hey, Sam, check I just DM'd the admin group a picture of me at Occupy Wall Street. And I held this sign up in front of the Bank of America corporate building. And when you pull this picture up on the YouTube, I'll tell you a little story about it because I didn't know this at the time. Ben Bernanke's dad lives in Charlotte. And that's where I'm from, Charlotte. I just outed my location, so don't come at me, peoples. But I held that sign up, and his dad came up to me and told me that I was spreading a very dangerous narrative by holding this sign up. And I said, you're the father of Ben Bernanke? And he says, I am. And he pulled out and showed me his ID. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you've created one of the most evil beings on the planet next to Hitler. I hope you're proud.
What did he say?
And he just looked at me. He just looked at me like he couldn't believe what I just said. And then he said, this man is doing more good for the country than you'll ever know. And I looked at him and I said, thank you for your opinion. So they're all drunk.
Yeah.
They're all drunk on their hubris.
On their own Kool-Aid, right?
Well, that's what it's funny is
Kool-Aid.
I got introduced. I have a tutoring soon. Oh yeah. In 5 minutes. Damn. So my accountant wants to start a hedge fund. I have a meeting now. It's crazy. Oh man.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I love y'all.
Too.
Be well.
Do it again soon, right?
Yeah, we're gonna set up a real round table, maybe like at least twice a month. You know what I'm saying? We'll get like a cool background. We'll try to make it look nice. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, try to get your cameras up if you can, guys, because it's nice when everyone sees the cameras. And yeah, man. I want to do one more where like Jose, we kind of look at the charts a lot with Jose. I kind of want to do like once a month, like a boot camp where Jose just kind of gives us a dose of reality. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have helped a lot more in the last few months, so I want to implement that too as well. If you're cool, Jose. But
okay.
Yeah. But I just wanted to let you guys know I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with me. And let's do it more often.
All right. Thank you.
Be safe. Thank you, Jose.
Right. Take care, guys.
Bye, Hadouken.
The live stream was already over?
No, we're still live streaming.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, we're running out of here for the moment. We'll take a look at Bitcoin for you for a second and see where it's at, just to kind of give you an update. But yeah, that's insight. I mean, you want to be with the right group of people that see the world in a certain way. And they're going to call you conspiracy theorists. They're going to kind of throw things at you when you try to find your own reality. It's crazy, you know. And there's going to be people that you've grown up with or that are friends with you that are lost. And they're going to try to push their narrative on you and make you feel even more lost. And the problem is you need a support system when you kind of, I don't know, take the pill and leave the matrix. So not only are we a trading group, but we also have the right mentality here to kind of show you the way, to save your money, to do the right things, to protect yourself. So Thank you for all the awesome comments. Thank you for the $10 super chat. When you finally learn how global economist power works, you become the 1% of the retail. Your friends call you crazy, then turn around and say, man, you were so lucky. I know, right? Like we tried to tell them in the beginning, but they did not listen, right? Shout out to Miss Fissy. Pay your taxes, folks. Investing, saving debt equals bad. Debt-free, real assets, non-fungible tokens. Every day you have to spend a water, a car payment, mortgage. It's true, man. I think we're going to more insight in the life of the lifer and the other intelligent people. It's good to step away from the charts and reflect and talk off the top. No agenda, just straight talk. Shout out to Alice Gonzalez. Thank you for saying that. Don't get a job. I got people and assets working for me. I realized that's the best thing. Fully hit licks. Yeah, man. 85% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings. No such thing as savings. You have to just earn more. Absolutely. Everyone I know who's now getting into crypto, I always say pretend that money doesn't exist for 3 to 5 years. Savings are abysmal. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Careful who you ask for help. Means you're over the target. Real people. Being called a conspiracy theorist is a badge of honor. It means you're over the target. Yeah, I agree. You love this. Yeah, yo, I love this channel, bro. Such a good vibe. One of the very few who keeps it real and 100% transparent. Love the live. Thank you for your time. Once again, Juan de la Una. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. We got through this Monday, and we're going to get through the rest of the week as we continue to push through. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. And remember, if you came to this channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you guys. Crypto is life. I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow. Peace.